Another strikeout for Liam Doyle. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, this is the slider. You can see the tight spin. Like a pretty good pitch out of the middle of the plate. Ends up on the inside corner and just ties LaSalle up.
So Liam Doyle facing Nolan Schubert now. Schubert, preseason Big 12 Player of the Year, All-American last couple of years. He brings the total package. Hold it down in right field for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, surprising to see no home runs yet, but teams have really pitched around him, especially when there's runners in scoring position. He's not had a lot of great pitches to swing at over the middle of the plate. Of course, he's one of those guys in that lineup where you, as a pitching staff, you go, that's the one guy we're not going to let beat us.
Watching him during batting practice yesterday. Nice, easy swing. Balls are flying out of here. All these teams had workouts kind of spread out throughout the afternoon yesterday to kind of get a feel. You know, some of them have not played in a stadium like this, so get about an hour workout in and go through the paces.
Yeah, different sight lines in a Major League Park with the stadium going, 4 decks up. Sometimes a different look and feel for the outfielders especially.
Here's the 1-2 to Schubert inside, evens the count 2-2. Jason Jones, the DH, is on deck for Oklahoma State. Schubert holds off. Just in time, full count now with 2 outs here in the first inning.
Yeah, good hold of that swing. It's a fastball outside corner and a little bit elevated.
Outside, so Schubert will head down to first base after opening with a couple of strikeouts. Cowboys get their first runner on here in the first inning.
Yeah, you can see how Doyle, even with the stuff that he has, was pitching Schubert carefully with that full count. Did not want to give in to him. Had him down 0-2, and Schubert just really good eye at the plate. Earns the walk.
Here's a cleanup hitter now for OSU. It's Jason Jones, the DH for the Cowboys here today. Checking in at .321 average. Started every game for the Cowboys. 7 RBI on the season. He and first baseman for Oklahoma State, Colin Brighamman, kind of lead the way in that category, combining for 20 RBI or 21 RBI so far this season.
Yeah, Jones, a big pickup from Arkansas, of course, transferred over, and I love what Josh Holiday said about him. He said, he has a chance to run his own race now and really grow and develop as a hitter. Got kind of stuck behind some players at Arkansas, and he just needed to get a chance, a fresh start, somewhere where he felt like he could be confident and coaches believe in him.
Brighamman on deck for Oklahoma State. Game 2 here at the Astros Foundation College Classic. Full day of action coming up tomorrow. Same thing for Sunday as well. I know you're calling a lot of the games here. It's always fun. You've been doing this a long time.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Schubert on the run. And he is gunned down by Cannon Peebles. And that'll do it in the top of the first inning. Next up, Volunteers with their first at-bat when we come back to Houston.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow cooked, responsibly raised beef, seasoned with garlic and cumin. Hand shredded for fall off the fork tenderness. Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa. If you know, you know. The Rockets' revolution is on Space City Home Network.
You have to. He does. And he makes the three.
Tune in for Liftoff, because this team is shooting for the stars.
Dylan Brooks. Right now, he is hot.
With live games, pre- and post-game coverage, and exclusive content you can't get anywhere else.
When you play, it's just you see things from a different perspective.
Watch Rockets basketball on your Red Nation station. Space City Home Network. Astros spring training action on Space City Home Network.
Catch Rockets All Access, your backstage pass to the team all season long. Rockets All Access. New episodes every Thursday on Space City Home Network.
The Astros take on the Yanks tomorrow at 11:30 on Space City Home Network.
Bottom of the first inning here at Dyken Park in Houston. Oklahoma State with their first crack with the bats. Tennessee Volunteers now will get their chance to get things going here in the second game of the day in Houston, facing Oklahoma State starting pitcher Gabe Davis. A lot of orange in the stands, obviously both teams.
Yeah.
Featuring the color here. So a lot of that walking in, and they're making their way inside the stadium now.
Thankfully, a little different tone of orange, but yeah, pretty close. Yep, good look at Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis on the season. ERA of just over 5 and 5 1/3, but they're very high on what he brings to the table.
Yeah, really hard to replace their 3 weekend starters from last year. They were elite guys. I mean, Brian Holiday, Sam Garcia, Carson Benj, but yeah, Davis turned upon to be their Friday night starter and did a good job. He had quite a few appearances out of the Oklahoma State bullpen coming into the season. It's just a matter of getting him stretched out, but the stuff is there. It's mid-90s fastball, slider, changeup. It's just really good major league type stuff.
Leading off for Tennessee, this is Dean Curley, the starting shortstop for the Volunteers. First team All-American a year ago. Preseason All-American this year. Good size. He's 6'3". Just a sophomore in this Volunteer lineup.
Yeah, I'll tell you, looking up and down that lineup for the Vols, it's pretty incredible to think of, one freshman could break this lineup. They've got 3 freshman starters, and then of course Dean Curley, the sophomore. But this is a young team, and they are off to an incredible start.
Yeah, 8-0 right out of the gates to open this season. This is our first road trip of the season. They played all their games back home. So time to hit the road. Oklahoma State with a slow start, but they've since won 3 in a row, checking in at 4-3 as they enter today's contest with Tennessee. Swung on, strike 3, so the first one down for Gabe Davis, and that's a big out to start things off here in the first to Curley.
Yeah, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, a little bit of a cut to it. See both these arms, power arms.
Take a look at starting lineup for Tennessee. That was Curley leading things off. Evan Keelan, the second baseman, hits second. Hunter Inslee, Andrew Fisher, Levi Clark is the DH. Reese Chapman starts at right field. Kenneth Peebles, Manny Marin, Jay Abernathy hits 9th in this Volunteer lineup today. Abernathy, the freshman, getting the start today here at Dyken Park.
Yeah, Randy, just think about how successful this Tennessee program has been over the last 5 seasons. I mean, they are the most dominant college baseball program in the country. They've got the most wins and best winning percentage during that time. And it's just incredible what Tony Vitello has built here.
Gavin Keelan swung on. It's high. It is deep. And it's long gone. How about that blast by Gavin Keelan? Right fielder Nolan Schubert just took a look at that one and upper deck there.
Yeah, you don't see many upper deck shots in this stadium, but Keelan got all that one, and wow. Turn that low fastball offering around from Gabe Davis. Looked like it had some cut action to it as well, and trying to get it on the hands of Keelan, but instead hits the barrel. That thing went a long way.
He knew it too right off the bat. He was fired up looking at his teammates in the dugout. And it's a 1-0 lead now for Tennessee.
Now, how about the power output? Lead the nation already coming into this game. Had 21 home runs their first 8 games. How about that?
Wow.
22 now. It's just incredible to watch this lineup.
And you never know. You know, we talk about early in the season, month of February, you're getting ready and opening up. You're about to hit March now, starting tomorrow, and get that offense going. When you're clicking out of the gates, that's a really good sign right there.
Yeah, I mean, it really is still kind of spring training-ish for college baseball players. You know, 3 weeks into the season. They only get 4 weeks to prepare, so it really does still feel kind of like a spring training action. And, you know, usually the pitchers are ahead of the hitters, but not so much when you're playing against Tennessee.
Inside on Hunter Inslee, starting center fielder for Tennessee. Inslee off to a pretty good start there at the plate. 370 average, 10 RBI so far this season. Takes ball 4. And following the home run, Dave Davis gives up the walk.
Yeah, Davis has to protect himself in this situation of thinking he's got to be perfect with pitches against this lineup. Of course, they hit a lot of home runs, but you got to work ahead. That's what oftentimes will get pitchers in trouble. You start thinking too much about giving up a bomb, and then you walk the guy.
Andrew Fisher at the plate for Tennessee. Starting at third base today. Also can play some third base for you as well, but he is one of the new additions to this Tennessee roster and lineup. Transferring in from Ole Miss. Teammates with Liam Doyle. Swung on. That's going to be hanging up there in left field. Hustling in to make the play is Donovan LaSalle for the out. Number 2 here in the first inning. Levi Clark now at the plate. Pat mentioned him at the top. We featured the start that he is on. Hitting at a 600 clip, just a freshman. Leading freshman hitter across the country.
Yeah, one of the top 100 prospects of prep baseball coming in. And, of course, you know, you think maybe one freshman can crack this volunteer lineup. You've got 3 of them, and Levi Clark, the best of the 3 at the moment. One of those great freshman catchers, got outstanding defensive skills. Of course, you saw the gun of Cannon Peebles last inning, getting Schubert on the stolen base attempt, and so Clark will platoon a bit with Peebles, but 2 great catcher options for Tony Vitello.
Levi Clark out of Marietta, Georgia. Of course, Tony Vitello can get players anywhere he wants across the country. Always been known for his recruiting efforts at his previous stops as well. Been a great fit here for this program. 8th season for Vitello. Previously, before Tennessee, he was at the University of Arkansas. Last year, one of those great seasons where they finished 60-13. That's a lot of baseball.
Yeah, a lot of wins. A lot of W's for Vitello, and of course got his start down in TCU on the same staff with Jim Schlossnagel.
Reese Chapman on deck for the Volunteers here with 2 outs. Evens the count 2-2. Oklahoma State for a driving in Houston, had a quick stop in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Cleburne to take on Abilene Christian on Wednesday. That was a shutout victory. Swung on by Clark. Great carry in center field. What a catch by Braden Smith at the warning track. That's way out there in center field here at Dyken Park. Well struck ball by Levi Clark. We're through one. 1-0 balls here in Houston.
It's go time for the amazing Rooms to Go anniversary sale starting this Saturday. Big on style and savings with 0% interest-free financing now until January 2030. Get super low monthly payments on living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids, and patio with no interest until January 2030. More time, more savings at the Rooms to Go anniversary sale starting Saturday.
Oklahoma State is more than a university. We are a promise. A promise to inspire, to demand more from ourselves, and be leaders on a global scale. A promise to create, to solve the world's most complex problems, and to give back to our communities. At OSU, we are a promise to forever be loyal and true. Here at the nation's premier land-grant university, orange is the answer.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. People who create connections, push boundaries, do the research that changes lives. We've got world-class academics and championship athletics. To be the best, you gotta learn from the best. And if you wanna lead, you gotta light the way. We've got what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
1-0 lead. Tennessee on top of Oklahoma State. Start to inning number 2 here at Dyken Park. Let's take a look at the defense behind Liam Doyle here this afternoon. Jay Abernathy, the freshman out left field. Hunter Inslee's at center. Reese Chapman in right field. Infield, it's Manny Marin, Dean Curley, Gavin Keelan, and the transfer in Andrew Fisher from Ole Miss. Behind the plate, Cannon Peebles, and we saw the arm he has in that first inning, throwing out the runner. That's where we pick it up. Jason Jones, who was at the plate when Nolan Schubert was caught stealing to end the first inning. He'll lead it off. He'll be followed by Colin Brigham and Aiden Miola here in this Oklahoma State lineup. And they're called strike, evens the count 1-1. So we'll see as this afternoon game kind of progresses, Pat, with the shadows that are going to play a factor here at Dyken Park. Full sun in game 1, but now we're starting to see the shadow creep over.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, at least it's covering the mound and home plate. That's often really hard for hitters to pick up when you've got that sunlight on the mound and the shade at home, but shaded all the way around the infield almost.
Ground ball shortstop, picked cleanly by Curley. He fires over to Fisher, out number 1 here in the second. Yeah, playing right field right about now is probably not ideal. That bright sun right in your face, but tell you what, when they have the roof open here, this is a beautiful ballpark. It's been around a long time, and they've maintained it very well here, but roof's not open a lot during the Astros season. They keep it closed most of the time.
Yeah, it's hard to comprehend that with days like this. I mean, it's just perfect for baseball, and you know, these players, nobody happier to play baseball, especially when you're talking about any type of baseball in February when you can play outdoors like this. I mean, the team's fighting to get down here to try to play games. We talked about it before the open, Randy, just how happy these head coaches are to know that these games are guaranteed. They're going to get them played.
Absolutely. Conference call with Josh Holliday. He was like, man, you just never know what you're going to get. It might be 20 degrees one day up there in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Or a day like we're getting today here in Houston.
Well, the mid-90s, upper 90s fastball that Doyle is featuring, you have to stay away from long swings if you're Oklahoma State. Bergeman's got a long swing. He's going to need to cut that down to kind of reach that 98. It's so interesting to see young pitcher that throws this hard, that has this type of command. Usually guys that are throwing this hard are max effort type pitchers, and they just don't command it well.
Yep. Well, up and down this rotation, there's no weak link in this Volunteer starting five. Last year at Ole Miss, Doyle, that one swung on. That's going to fall in the right center field gap for Brigham. He's going to round second, and he's going to hold up for a double here for Colin Brigham with one out in the second inning.
Yeah, nice job by Brigham to shorten that swing up, and it's that breaking ball put off the end of his bat, but still able to get it out to right center up against the wall. And nice job that time to cut the swing down, stay down and through that breaking pitch, breaking down and away from him.
Now let's talk about Doyle for that double by Brigham. Last year at Ole Miss, at 11 starts, 84 strikeouts. And he led the team. Before that, in 2023, he was a part of the Coastal Carolina program. He's found a home here at Tennessee. This is Aiden Miola, the starting third baseman for Oklahoma State. Hitting sixth in the Cowboys lineup today.
I bet you remember his dad, the USA soccer goalie, Tony Miola.
Yep, there you go. A little connection there. I like that. He's a senior for Oklahoma State, hitting 300 on the year, 8 RBI. Another caught baseball by a fan. That's two already in this one.
Who needs a glove?
Barehanded down there.
I'll tell you what. Two outstanding plays already.
Royal head of Miola, 0-2. Out off right side.
Miola got off to a slow start up at Globe Life. Had him a couple of weekends ago and just really struggled with the bat. He has come on here lately. One of those guys that Josh Holliday just has a high degree of trust and keeps penciling in that lineup. He just knows it's a matter of time for Miola to get it going, and he has last few games.
He's got 5 doubles already this year, and that leads the Big 12, but takes a called third strike right there, and that's out number 2 here in the second.
Yeah, nasty slider that time from Liam Doyle, and that pitch comes off his hand. He tunnels it so well. Looks like a fastball coming off his hand. That spin is so tight. Hard to pick up. So he just freezes Miola.
Brings up Ian Doherty, the starting catcher for Oklahoma State. Doherty, one of the 3 seniors in the lineup for the Cowboys. Hitting .318 on the year, 7 RBI.
Doherty's a really good defensive backstop for the Cowboys, and really seen some improvement year over year. The bat's just gotten steadier and better.
During this season, he played in 92 career games, 67 starts. Had a good postseason last year as well. He was part of the regional there in Stillwater, maybe all tournament team there. Oklahoma State family, the Dohertys. Mom and dad, brother, all attended Oklahoma State. Here's the 2-1 from Doyle. Swing and miss. A lot of movement. Seen a lot of movement on his pitches.
Yeah, that's that 2-seam fastball, and he'll turn that over slightly. You can see the arm side run. That's 95 miles an hour. Starts out middle of the plate, runs to the outside corner.
In the second inning. Freshman Brock Thompson on deck for the Cowboys.
Speaking of great Oklahoma State Cowboy legacy, I understand we're going to get a chance to talk to your dad. How about that?
He's going to join us for a brief moment, middle of the game. He was honored, or got a chance to meet some of the Cowboys. He was a member of the 1959 national title team, so he's having a good time here today.
Awesome.
We'll talk some ball with him later in the broadcast. Pop out there to end it here in the second inning by Doherty. Go to the bottom of the second here at Daikin Park in Houston. Volunteers up 1-0.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Come on. What are you doing? Trying to watch the game, but my screen's busted.
You should go to T-Mobile. You can trade in a broken phone, and they'll give you a brand new iPhone 16 Pro on them.
Where did you get guns? It was under my seat. When's this thing over?
At T-Mobile, new and existing customers get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us when you trade in your busted old phone. Plus, families can switch and save 20% versus the other big guys' best plans, plus streaming.
It's over.
What is that? I know that music. Art!
Guys, you gotta see this.
One of 5 immersive worlds in Epic Universe, only at Universal Orlando Resort.
The sun is shining here. A beautiful day in Houston for some baseball here at Daikin Park. Not a cloud in the sky here today as we continue game number 2 on opening day here of the Astros Foundation College Classic. Take a look at the Cowboys defense behind their starting pitcher, Gabe Davis. In the outfield, Donovan LaSalle, Braden Smith, and Nolan Schubert. Infield, Aiden Miola, Drew Culbertson, Brock Thompson's over at second base, Colin Brigham at first, Ian Doherty behind the plate for Oklahoma State. Reese Chapman will lead it off now for Tennessee. Hitting in the 6th hole this afternoon for the Volunteers, starting right fielder for Tennessee.
You see the respect early on with Gabe Davis. That first pitch changeup to Reese Chapman.
Chapman hitting .423 to start this season. Again, you look at up and down the lineup. Volunteers are swinging the bats. They swing with power. Saw that earlier in the first inning. On the upper deck shot from Gavin Keelan. That put Tennessee on top 1-0.
Yeah, this team has already won 5 games out of their 8 wins by mercy rule. That tells you something about that offense.
Pretty impressive.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oklahoma State pitching staff settling in as well. Team ERA 3.39. Averaging 12 strikeouts per 9 innings, and there's one right there.
Yeah, great.
Chapman goes down.
Great job by Gabe Davis. Those changeups really worked well against an aggressive left-handed hitter. He has Reese Chapman way out in front of that pitch.
Second strikeout for Gabe Davis. Out number 1 here in the second. Brings up the catcher Cannon Peebles for Tennessee. Peebles, a junior for the Vols, hitting .333 early in this season. 8 RBI.
I say he clipped him.
Yeah, got a piece, so Peebles will head down to first base. With 1 out here in the second inning.
Yeah, Peebles not given an inch in that box, and you can see
He's got a piece right under that right elbow.
Yeah, you can hear that the tick off that elbow pad. I think Ian Doherty was trying to buy the strike. Pretty close pitch, but it's been just off the plate, according to home plate umpire Joe Harris.
So 1 on, 1 out here in the second inning. Manny Marin at the plate for Tennessee. Freshman in the lineup. Out of the state of Florida from Westminster Christian School there.
Marin really known for his defensive skills, and one of those players that gives Tony Vitello a lot of options around the infield. He can play second, short, third, but not expected to produce at the rate he's done with the bat. But and he is off to a great start. He and Levi Clark, Jay Abernathy, 3 of these incredible freshmen in this lineup today.
Called strike, evens the count 1-1. Jay Abernathy on deck for Tennessee. And it's back to the top of the order, Dean Curley.
Yeah, these freshmen really give you an indication of kind of the recruiting juggernaut that Tony Vitello and his staff have become. I mean, it's crazy to think, you know, that a lot of these teams build themselves through the high school recruitment, but then you go out and find transfers to fill the gaps. Of course, Tennessee had a lot of turnover last year with that lineup, and they did the same thing. They went and got some transfers they felt like could be good depth players, but they also have you recruit these freshmen that are starting at this level on this team.
That's pretty impressive.
It just speaks volumes of how you recruit.
We were talking to Tony Vitello the other day leading up to this. I asked him about, you know, he's got this culture in place coming off the national championship, and in the age of the portal, you're going to get some players. You got a couple of guys from within the SEC that are stepping in, and he said their familiarity with our program, just playing at our place, helps a little bit in that transition.
That's right. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt what they've built there, and it's they have become kind of the go-to place if you're looking to try to win a championship.
Game day atmosphere there. Home games for Tennessee, one of the best in the nation. Starting to see a lot of that loyalty and tradition at baseball stadiums. Texas A&M certainly has that. Oklahoma State gets great turnouts as well. A lot of these programs. Mississippi State, who's in this tournament. Ball forward to Marin. So the Volunteers now have a couple on with 1 out.
Yeah, we talked about, you know, avoiding the free passes with this team. You just can't do it with Tennessee. Got the guys up and down the lineup and hit the ball out of the ballpark. It's, you know, we talk about this all the time for pitchers. It's not the home run that'll beat you. The solos you can overcome. It's the walk or the hit batter before the home run. Now we'll see the first visit out of the Oklahoma State dugout from Rob Walton. His 13th year as the pitching coach for the Cowboys.
A lot of consistency on this staff for Josh Holliday. Oklahoma State program winning the Big 12 a year ago. Coming in this year, as you kind of rebuild your roster with the losses, they lost a couple of high school prospects that they had signed, actually, that are not with them because they got drafted. They were high draft picks.
Well, that's a chance you take when you go after some of the best prospects. And
yep.
Rob Walton looking up quite a bit to a 6'9" pitcher, Gabe Davis. And Rob considered one of the better pitching coaches in the country, and I'd agree with that. He was a longtime head coach at Oral Roberts, but went back to his alma mater. Every staff on the Josh Holliday's coaches are all ex-Cowboy players. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, nice connection there. Yeah, Gabe Davis, big frame at 6'9", Choctaw, Oklahoma. back on the transfer portal, you've seen the game in every sport. It's just a part of what they do now.
Yeah.
The players have that opportunity to move around, and it's certainly a factor. You got to be ready to prepare and make changes when needed when the season's over.
Well, there's certain teams. Obviously, SEC is full of the teams that now have committed money towards the NIL and the NIL money towards the portal, and that's really made a big difference. You get some of these players that are now getting $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to make the move, and just 4 or 5 years ago, that was unheard of in college baseball. Interesting to see what happens with the revenue share coming out next season. How that gets divided up, especially among a lot of these teams competing here this weekend.
On speed there. And a strikeout of Abernathy with 2 on. That is out number 2 now in the second. And we're going back to the top of the order with Dean Curley.
Yeah, nice job by Davis to get back into the count here with Jay Abernathy. And the changeup has accounted for a couple of strikeouts today.
There's Dean Curley again, 0 for 1. He led off the game with a strikeout, the first for Gabe Davis. Davis now with 3 strikeouts, walked a couple so far. Now just 1 hit. That home run to Gavin Keelan in that first inning.
So what happens when you win a College World Series? You get a new stadium. That's what happened with Lindsey Nelson Stadium. They're redoing that. It's going to be a beautiful ballpark when they get done with it, but it's under construction. They'll play there this year, but Henry Vitello said, hey, we need to expand this ballpark. We got a lot of fans trying to get into the stadium here to see us.
Hot ticket. Already good crowds for Tennessee early in this season. They had, you mentioned earlier, this is the first road trip they've taken. They had 3 with Hofstra, played a game against UNC Asheville, 3 with Sanford, and 1 with North Alabama. And they're scoring some runs to open up this campaign. Oklahoma State here. Tennessee will face Rice tomorrow. And Arizona on Sunday. This tournament's had some great fields over the years. You've worked it for many, many years. This is a pretty good one this year.
Yeah, it really is. You get 3 SEC teams coming to Houston, and of course, highly ranked teams. I think it's 11 of the top 25 teams in the rankings now are SEC teams. You complement that, with teams like Arizona and Oklahoma State. And Rice, the local team here this year. Yeah, I thought Tennessee coming into the season was the most complete roster.
Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Gabe Davis. That is his 4th today. And the second time he has struck out Dean Curley. And that'll end it. We're through 2 at Dyken Park in Houston. Tennessee up 1-0.
I think I changed my mind about these glasses.
Yeah, it happens. That's why VisionWorks gives you 100 days to change your mind. It's simple. Anything else I can help you with?
Like what?
VisionWorks. See the difference.
This world is a beautiful place. Protecting it requires balancing our needs with the planet's health. At the heart of this balance are North America's wetlands. These bustling ecosystems are teeming with hundreds of species of plants and animals. This variety of life, known as biodiversity, is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse ecosystems mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination. All vital to our basic needs and the creature comforts we've come to rely on. At Ducks Unlimited, conservation unfolds through collaboration across the continent. striving for solutions that benefit both wildlife habitats and our communities. Join us in shaping a sustainable future for our ecosystems, communities, and economies. Visit ducks.org/wetland benefits. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
The excitement, the emotion, the passion. This is H-Town High School Sports with Todd Freed.
See it all right here on Space City Home Network.
Going to the top of the third here at Daikin Park in Houston, Texas. Same stadium, but a new name. Everybody's kind of getting used to the new official name here, but everybody's excited about the changes here within the ballpark. Home of the Houston Astros, who will open the season in late March against the New York Mets. They'll be here in a few weeks, but college baseball takes over this weekend.
It might take a second for me to make that switch to Daikin Park. Well, for so long it was Minute Maid,
right?
You know,
right.
Just that was kind of the place.
Yeah, they started the transformation. The announcement was made 2-3 months ago, and they've been making changes. The signage outside of the stadium, and everything inside as well is now up, and approaching the new look for opening day. Fans will get their first look at it. Now, the train that used to be out in left field, if you're familiar with the stadium, is now not there currently, but according to the team, that train in some capacity is going to be back. They're kind of holding back on the details on that.
Okay.
So everybody's it's kind of building some excitement with the fan base here.
A little refresh of the train? Is that what we're
I
talking?
guess.
All right.
I guess. We're going to see how they load it up there. The train conductor is ready to get to work there in left field. Some high heat right there, and that is another strikeout for Tennessee starting pitcher Liam Doyle. That is number 4 for Doyle.
Yeah, just overmatches Thompson with the fastball. You can see it starting outside, tails up and in. Yeah, it's just a really live fastball. You know, you ask catchers when they catch pitchers that throw hard, and catchers will describe it. There's some guys that just throw fast, and they'll typically define that as a pitch that comes in. It's 95 plus, but it's pretty straight. So it's a fast fastball.
Yep.
Then you got guys that just throw hard, and Liam Doyle is one of those guys. It has late life to it. He's hard to catch because of that movement, and he works both sides of the plate. That command we've already talked about, but then he blends in the off-speed stuff, and he can just simply overpower hitters with that fastball.
Doyle quickly ahead of number 9 hitters, Drew Culberson at the plate for Oklahoma State. Culberson getting the start at shortstop. He's a sophomore. Still looking for his first hit for the season. Just 7 at-bats. This is his 8th of the year. Here's the 0-2. Called third strike. Number 5 now for Liam Doyle.
Yeah, if he's going to get that pitch, you know, about a ball off of the inside part of the plate, that's going to be a long day for Oklahoma State hitters. It's one thing to have great command, but then you get a pitch that's, you know, called a strike that's a couple of balls off the plate. And Drew Culberson just said, "There's no way I can get to that ball."
And Doyle, he is locked in today so far. Back to the top of the order now for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Josh Holliday just trying to slow the game down a bit, give Gabe Davis, his starting pitcher, a blow. Been a pretty quick inning so far. And he's going to wait till Joe Harris comes over so we can have a little chat about that last pitch as well. Just letting Big Joe know.
We had a good chat with Josh Holliday a couple days ago. Of course, I mentioned earlier, Stillwater native, Oklahoma State alum. His dad was the head coach from 1997 to 2003 at Oklahoma State. A lot of love for the Cowboys and Oklahoma State. Year 13 now for Josh Holliday.
Yeah, incredible legacy with the Holliday family, and just a great baseball family. You mentioned the history there, but you know, even the third generation of Hollidays. You've got Jackson Holliday,
yep,
former #1 pick in the draft and making some noise at the big league level. And his brother Ethan, draft eligible this year. He may be the best of the Holiday bunch, is what I'm being told.
Keep that tradition going.
Yeah.
Josh's brother Matt played the big leagues.
Well, those are Matt's sons, obviously.
Yeah.
Josh said, we've got some great talent, but the biggest fan may be his daughter, he said. Braden Smith doing a little dance on the box.
Smith led off with a strikeout, the first of the day for Liam Doyle. Trying to get his bat going here early in the season.
Smith is going to go, man. He's showing some moves. I'd have some dance moves, too, if I had to face that 98 mile-an-hour fastball.
He's hearing a little bit from the Tennessee fan base. Well struck right field by Braden Smith. He'll turn it. Slides into second, and he's out. Tag is applied, and Braden Smith is out.
Yeah.
But then what?
I thought he beat it.
Yeah, I thought he did, too. I thought he got a foot in there.
Yeah. Looked to me like that foot hit the bag before the tag was applied. And Michael Durantis, second base umpire, on the call. But
sharply hit to right field. Well played there by Reese Chapman, who showed off the arm.
Yeah, Chapman threw a bolt to second base. Good one-hop throw, but I thought the tag was a little bit high on his thigh, and that foot was already in there. I think that clearly shows it on that replay.
Yeah, I agree. That right foot immediately, yeah. Braden Smith was signaling to the Oklahoma State dugout that he was safe.
Yeah, I think this play's going to get overturned, but yeah, what a play by Chapman out in right field, man. To cut that ball off, and just a really strong throw to Dean Curley. If that ball doesn't bounce that high off the infield, it's an out. But good high-risk play by Braden Smith, too. You're not going to get a ton of chances to try to stretch plays like that, and I thought it was a great decision by Braden Smith. You got 2 outs in the inning. There's the foot, there's the tag.
Yeah, that's a great angle right there to our camera crew. Umpire crew today, by the way, Joe Harris. Behind home plate, Ron Teague, Michael Durantis, and Michael Carroll. The umpire crew here for Game 2 at Dyken Park.
We've got about 3 different shots of this replay. Good job by the camera crew to pick up these different angles.
Bang play there.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest angle there from the center field camera. I thought the camera from home plate really picked it up well. He's taking a long time with this replay.
Smith ruled out at second base after the umpires checked the replay. Smith doesn't like it. That'll end the top of the 3rd inning. Tennessee leads it 1-0 through 2.5 here at Dyken Park in Houston.
The Texas Children's Houston Open is here. Houston's iconic PGA tournament is back in full swing, March 27th through the 30th. And tickets are on sale now. Get ready for an experience like no other at Memorial Park. The Texas Children's Houston Open is the perfect place to host family, friends, or clients. With general admission, venue hopper, and premium hospitality options available. Visit tchouopen.com/tickets today.
The Texas Children's Houston Open is here. Houston's iconic PGA tournament is back in full swing, March 27th through the 30th, and tickets are on sale now. Get ready for an experience like no other at Memorial Park. The Texas Children's Houston Open is the perfect place to host family, friends, or clients. With general admission, venue hopper, and premium hospitality options available. Visit tchouopen.com/tickets today.
Your Houston Astros are back for 2025. Built for the pursuit of a championship. Come experience the energy, the passion, and the unforgettable moments at Daikin Park. Tickets through June on sale now. Get yours at astros.com/tickets.
Bottom of the third here at Daikin Park in Houston. Opening day of the Astros Foundation College Classic. Randy McAvoy, Pat Combs with you. Fans having a good time on a bright and sunny day here in Houston. Mid-70s, ideal conditions. The roof is open. It's a good baseball. Tennessee and Oklahoma State. Balls lead at 1-0. All right, this is Gavin Keelan. Did some damage, Pat, in that first at-bat.
Yeah, that was an absolute nuke. That's upper deck here at Daikin Park. And yeah, that off his bat, you just knew. It just mattered where it was going to land.
Yeah, upper deck shot by Gavin Keelan. And that was his 4th home run so far this season. And you mentioned here's another one well struck. That's in the Crawford boxes. Not one, but a second home run by Gavin Keelan. That's number 5 on the year and number 23 for the team so far this season in game number 9.
Yeah, how about that? What a show. Yeah, he pulls the first one into the upper deck in right field. This time goes to the Crawford boxes. Opposite field shot for Keelan. And man, just a nice swing. He is locked in. He's going to be one of those guys you just say, take first base. We're not going to even pitch to you. Unbelievable. 2 swings, 2 bombs.
Yeah, and he turned on that way to first base. He looked at that fired up Volunteer dugout. It's a 2-0 lead now for Tennessee. 2 hits, and they both belong to Gavin Keelan today.
He just put on a show.
This is senior Hunter Inslee. Walked in his first at bat. He's hitting .370 so far. That is out number 1 in the inning for Tennessee here in the 3rd.
Yeah, nice job by Gabe Davis to come back and get locked back in. Last time he gave up the home run to Keelan, he walked Inslee, and I think we talked about just the warning of letting it get into your head.
Right.
Just a 2-run ball game. Plenty of game left, but you can't make it worse by starting to issue more free passes.
His strikeout, by the way, for Gabe Davis, Oklahoma State starter. Andrew Fisher now, cleanup hitter for Tennessee. Getting the start at first base today.
Fastball 96 miles an hour, so Davis still throwing the heat.
Levi Clark on deck for the Volunteers. He'll be followed by Reese Chapman.
See if David goes back to that changeup. That's been his out pitch today. Struck out a number of these left-handers with that changeup.
Full count now on Fisher. Transfer from, of course, talked about that earlier, from Ole Miss. There's a 3rd baseman there at Ole Miss. Takes the walk, so he'll hit on down, and with one out here in the third inning. That's the third walk allowed by Gabe Davis today, along with those 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, too many pitches. He's now at 53 pitches here in the third inning. Only 28 of those for strikes.
Levi Clark lined out to center field in his first at bat, and then went to the warning track there, and that's what, 409 out there at center field here at Daikin Park. Off to a hot start to this season. Entered today hitting .600. I mentioned earlier the top freshman hitter nationally to open up this young baseball season.
Yeah, it's a really impressive swing, and the confidence, the poise for a freshman to get in there and compete the way he has. And not that you ever doubt the talent. The talent's usually always there when you get a freshman in a Power 4 conference. It's when the lights turn on, how they react to that. And certainly for Levi Clark, he's reacted really well. 600 average coming in today, and just the power numbers. That's what's so impressive.
Yeah, you coming out, you kind of hit on it earlier, when you're coming out of high school, just the transition alone, you just don't see freshmen thrive this quickly going up to this next level.
In the high school level, you might face one guy every couple of weeks that's throwing upper 80s, low 90s, and this level you're going to get that every day. So it's the transition there, from that standpoint, but to be unfazed, to play with that level of confidence right off the bat.
The 0-2 fouled off again. This looks really comfortable there in the box. And Tennessee 8-0 to start the year. Get the Rice Owls tomorrow. Look at the early game tomorrow and Sunday as well. Morning baseball. They start a little bit early on Sunday.
I'll set my alarm clock for that one. 10 a.m. start, man.
Get ready, man. Breakfast at Daikin Park here, huh? Oklahoma State will get Texas A&M Saturday night, then Mississippi State in Game 2 on Sunday. Hit here overall at Daikin Park, especially right field, left field ports there. The Crawford box is what they call them here in left field. And that last one by Gavin Keelan went. Here's the 2-2 to Clark. There's the Crawford boxes right there where we're talking about, right above that scoreboard. They still do it the old-fashioned way out there during the Major League season, where they have people manually putting in the numbers there.
Yeah, I love
on
that
scoreboard. I did too. You don't see it enough anymore.
That's right.
They're not the case in many stadiums anymore.
Well, look at the at-bat for Clark, just really battling some tough pitches from Gabe Davis. Davis has gone up, down, in and out. It just continues to battle. 8th pitch upcoming in this at bat.
The 2-2 timeout call. So last second there.
Yeah, late timeout call there from Joe Harris, but you saw that long hold from Gabe Davis trying to disrupt the timing of Levi Clark.
activity, needed bullpen. We'll see. Early in the year, you got your guns out there, your key starters. See if they give you a solid start. You saw some of that in the opening game with Mississippi State starter going. I believe he went 6 1/3 inning today before they handed off to the bullpen.
Yeah, at that point in the season where you can start stretching these starters out to 95 to 100 pitches. And unfortunately for Gabe Davis, he's already thrown his 63rd pitch.
Tenth pitch of this at-bat coming up by Gabe Davis facing Levi Clark. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, well struck left field. That was an excellent at-bat by Levi Clark. Wow.
Yeah, just a nice quiet swing and got down 2 strikes, but fouled off a number of pitches, and usually that advantage slowly drifts towards the hitter. He's seen spin, he's seen velocity, he's seen the ball moved in and out. That time hits the slider. Not a bad pitch from Davis, but a little bit too much at the plate. And Clark works the single.
2 at-bats for Levi Clark. Liner to center field, and that sharply hit ball there to left field. So 2 quality at-bats by Levi Clark. Brings up Reese Chapman now for Tennessee, starting right fielder for the Vols. His first at-bat back in the 2nd inning, he struck out.
And starts Chapman out with that changeup again. When runners in scoring position, a pitcher usually tips his hand. First pitch is usually the pitch they're trying to get the hitter out with. And we're back to it.
Chapman hitting .423 entering today. .274 hitter a year ago. 7 home runs, 31 RBI.
In the hands of Chapman that time. Good fastball. 98 on the gun.
Imagine being in the box facing a pitcher that's 6'9" coming at you.
Yeah, on top of the mound, right?
Exactly. That's going to stay fair, I believe. Yes, catch is made there in left field. Runner tags, safe at third base. Both runners advance on the fly ball out by Chapman. They're both in scoring position now with 2 outs here in the 3rd.
Great job by Donovan LaSalle to get over and make the catch, but what an aggressive base running move by Fisher, tagging up from second base and a ball to not really deep left field. He did have to contend with that wall that comes out towards the line. The ball is foul, but he banged into the wall before he could make that throw, and Fisher picked up on that. Nice job of putting himself in a position, and Clark also advanced to second base.
First pitch called strike to Cannon Peebles. Starting catcher, he's a junior for the Volunteers. First at bat, he was actually hit by a pitch. RBI opportunity here with 2 outs. He can keep it alive. Manny Marin on deck for Tennessee. Smothering that one by Doherty.
And Davis trying to see if he can get that inducement to swing from Peebles on that changeup down in the dirt.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is strikeout number 6 for Oklahoma State starting pitcher Gabe Davis. Gives up the home run to Gavin Keelan. We are through 3 at Dyken Park in Houston. Tennessee leading Oklahoma State 2-0.
It's always with you. The rituals, thrill, the hope and belief, the racing heart, sweaty palms. is what keeps you going. Game after game, block after block. The dream that this time might actually just happen. And if it does, well, you played your part along the way.
Oklahoma State is more than a university. We are a promise. A promise to inspire, to demand more from ourselves, and be leaders on a global scale. A promise to create, to solve the world's most complex problems, and to give back to our communities. At OSU, we are a promise to forever be loyal and true. Here at the nation's premier land-grant university, orange is the answer.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. People who create connections, push boundaries, do the research that changes lives. We've got world-class academics and championship athletics. To be the best, you gotta learn from the best. And if you wanna lead, you gotta light the way. We've got what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
All right, start to fourth inning here at Daikin Park in Houston. Opening day of the Astros Foundation College Classic. We got a special guest up here in the booth joining me and Pat. I know this guy pretty well. He happens to be my dad. This is my dad, Connie McAvoy. And Dad was part of the 1959 National Championship team with Oklahoma State. You're sporting the Cowboys colors today. Talk about that experience many, many years later now of winning a national championship for Oklahoma State.
Well, it was a great experience as a team to bring it back to Stillwater. And from a personal standpoint, it was unbelievable. I walked on as a senior, and by the end of the season, we're the national champions, so unbelievable.
That's part of some pictures right there. We saw the old ones, and Pat, that was from 2019 when they celebrated the 60-year anniversary.
Oh, man, outstanding. So, Connie, you walked on your senior year. You picked a really great year to walk on.
Yeah, walked on as a senior. I thank God my dad taught me to hit left-handed.
How about that? There you go.
It turns out Toby Green, the coach, wanted some left-handers in the lineup. He only had one, and he had mononucleosis. So he had none.
Oh, wow.
And I was an infielder. He put me in the outfield, but he wanted a left-handed bat in the lineup.
Yeah, so. I love it. Good story. Good story.
Down before the game, you had a chance to meet Coach Holliday and some of the players. What was that experience like on the field pregame?
Yeah, it was great to see that group. We saw them in 1959 when we had a 60-year reunion and finally got our World Series rings.
And they were the real rings, too. They were the real rings. You got real rings that day.
That's right.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Because back when you won it all, you just had really a banner that said we're national champions. That's about all you got, right?
That's right.
Well, Con, that's so impressive, and what a great story, and to hear you recount it, you know, being a walk-on player and win a ring. I love that story. Now, you stay close to the program. I mean, Oklahoma State's had a tremendous history. What do you like about this year's team?
Well, it's a great experience. I might not have heard that real good. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You follow Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
And they're a winning program again.
Right.
What's, I guess, Pat's question of being proud of this program?
Yeah. I think what's happened, they do a great job of recruiting. They recruit across the country. We had all Oklahomans and 2 San Antonio players who were super guys. And they've just done, I think the reputation is there, and it's year after year after year.
Yeah, just a great winning program.
Yeah. I just, as I told Josh earlier, I want this to be the year for you to win it again. So.
Because of all the trips for Oklahoma State that they've made to Omaha, they've had some great teams for decades. Your team's still the only one that won it. Is there a pride factor with that a little bit?
Of course, I tell my teammates what was different about that team.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that walk-on kid.
They give you all the credit. I love it, Connie. I love it.
One out here in the 4th inning as we continue for Oklahoma State down 2-0 to Tennessee. But just the experience of celebrating that. I know the 60-year anniversary back in 2019.
Right.
They did a full weekend to honor your team.
Right.
Replica jerseys, the rings, everything. What did that mean for you and your teammates to be celebrated?
Well, it's a wonderful experience. We had lost some of the players, but they were represented by family members. And we had no idea that the rings were going to be presented. So it was just very, very exciting for all of us.
Absolutely.
Great surprise, yeah.
It was a different world.
Strikeout there by Tennessee pitcher Liam Doyle. 2 strikeouts to open up things here in the 4th inning. Pat, he's staying sharp.
He is, yeah. He looks great and hasn't lost a tick of his velocity. And seeing one of the college baseball's best left-handed pitchers right now, just carving up your Cowboys, Connie. I'm sorry that they picked the wrong pitcher today for you to come see, but he's been pretty good. Yeah.
I told Josh he could put me in. I could still sacrifice bunt.
Can you bunt? We probably need to see some more bunting now because they can't swing. They're not lining this guy up. That's for sure. Well, Connie, you raised a great son over here. I've enjoyed working with him, and I've known Randy a long time. But how come you got all the baseball talent? What happened there? The baseball talent didn't translate.
Mine stopped after high school.
I love the game. I love the game.
Well, listen, good to have you up here, Dad. Congratulations. I know it was a big honor for you down on the field. So,
Pat,
great to see you, Connie. Thank you for being here.
Former Oklahoma State Cowboy. He's my dad, yeah. 1959 national championship team here watching the Cowboys at Dyken Park. Good stuff there. All right, 2 outs here in the 4th inning as we are chatting away there. A couple of strikeouts by Liam Doyle. And how about another one right there? Very impressive 4th inning. Strikes out the side. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Volunteer.
I think I changed my mind about these glasses.
Yeah, it happens. That's why VisionWorks gives you 100 days to change your mind. It's simple. Anything else I can help you with?
Like what?
VisionWorks. See the difference.
Let's get you out.
I'll follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. Girl, I never loved one like you. That's true. Laughing till we think we're down. Barefoot on the summer night. Never could be sweeter than with you. And in the streets you run free like it's only you and me. Shave your something to see. Oh, let's go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Catch Astros spring training action on Space City Home Network.
All right, bottom 4th here at Dyken Park. Fans get a little bit of shade. The shadow we were talking about, Pat, earlier, starting to creep into the outfield now as we get later in the afternoon. Still a great night for baseball, but it's not affecting the hitters, although some dominant pitching going on, especially for Tennessee's Liam Doyle.
Yeah, that's what's happening with the hitters. They're being affected by these big-time arms, and Both sides, Gabe Davis only touched up on the 2 home runs by Keelan.
Yep.
But, man, how about the inning that we just saw from Liam Doyle? He struck out now the last 5 out of 6 Oklahoma State hitters.
Getting stronger as this game goes on, it looks like. So a little bit of a delay here. The umpires are low on baseball. They got to restock on the baseballs here. Huh?
Oh, who stole the baseballs? you know they rub up about 6 dozen before every game. So where the well, we know where 2 of them are. 2 of them are out of the stadium that Keelan.
And then how many from Levi Clark on that one at bat he had?
Right.
He started. he fouled several off right there. So they will.
I'll tell you what.
Restock here.
Covered a lot of college baseball games, and I've never seen a game being halted because they ran out of baseballs. Oh boy. And that is Ron Teague, the first base umpire, trying to go find out where the baseballs are.
They're somewhere locked up in a room, I would imagine, right? All right, let's take a look while we wait for play to resume. The Astros Foundation College Classic. This is opening day. Mississippi State had a big day offensively, taking down Rice 14-3. That one ended after 7 innings, in fact. You see the score currently here at the bottom of the 4th. Tonight, this is going to be a good one tonight as well. I saw Arizona a couple of nights ago against Rice. Nationally ranked program, a lot of history, taking on #1 Texas A&M tonight. I imagine there'll be a nice crowd for that one. Yeah, sure will. Aggies will be well supported, but yeah, Arizona started off the season really slow. They were 0-3 coming out of Globe Life a couple of weekends ago, but they have put it back together. All right, tomorrow's schedule now. This is how it shakes out. Again, if you want some baseball, just come on out. We can pop that back up. 11 o'clock, 11:05 is going to be Tennessee back out here. The Vols will get the early start with Rice. Middle game is Arizona. Mississippi State is on the late matchup as well. So all day, enjoy some baseball. I believe the weather is going to be nice again tomorrow here in the Houston area. All right, they've got baseballs, and we're going to play some baseball now. Manny Marin will lead it off for Tennessee here in the 4th inning. First at bat, he walked back in the 2nd inning. Yeah, Gabe Davis is doing a good job of pitching out of trouble. He has not had a clean inning. It's been a lot of high-stress pitches and working out of runners in scoring position. So he's 74 pitches coming into the inning. 44 of those for strikes, but you wonder if he doesn't have a quick one this inning. This might be it. Trying to get a good look at that Oklahoma State bullpen. It's tucked away deep in left center field. It's kind of tough to see activity back there. As in right center, we can get a clear view of activity for Tennessee or not. It looks like Stormy Rhodes, right-hander, up and throwing for the Cowboys. Manny Marin, Jay Abernathy, and back to the top of the order is going to be Dean Curley here in the 4th inning. Here's the 2-2. Swung on. Deep ball left field. That's a Crawford box delivery right there. Manny Marin, solo home run, the 3rd home run of the day for the Volunteers. Well, the Vols just continue to add to their nation-leading now 24 home runs on the season. About 3 this game. Run accounted for by the home run. Marin, 2-strike swing. Nice short stroke. Catches a hanging breaking ball up out over the plate, and he just launched it. First home run of the year by Manny Marin. So he's joined the home run club on this Volunteer team. Rob Walton out again to chat with Gabe Davis. It's so difficult to pitch against this Tennessee team. On one hand, you're reminded that they lead the country in home runs. Just a powerful lineup, and you don't want to throw the ball out over the middle plate, but you also don't want to issue free passes. So there's just a fine line with this lineup. And Gabe
Davis just not being able to handle today. He'll give way to the first arm. We'll see out of the pen.
All right, pitching change here at Daikin Park. Gabe Davis's day is done. We'll take a break with him. Bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Volunteers.
You're invited. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale starts Saturday. So get ready to save big on beautiful furniture with interest-free financing until January 2030. Yes, 2030. Shop amazing styles, incredible room packages, all at great anniversary sale prices, plus special bonus buys. That's right, great sale prices and interest-free financing until January 2030. You get both. Come on, the Rooms to Go anniversary sale starts Saturday.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows. Oh my God.
Is she talking to us?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Or mind control?
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch. Well, I, for one, am intrigued.
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Yeah, and welcome back. We've got Stormy Rhodes out of the pen for the Cowboys in relief of Gabe Davis. Gabe struggled with just the long ball today. Gave up 3 home runs. That accounts for each of the Volunteer runs on the board. And Stormy Rhodes will now come into work as the first arm out of that pen.
Overall, pretty good day for Gabe Davis. This is 3 mistakes on the long ball. 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs for Gabe Davis.
And Rhodes will feature a fastball that's low 90s. He'll touch 95 with it. Good arm side movement. And high 3/4 release point. Helps on the movement with that fastball. Pretty good slider and a changeup.
2-0 count now. This is Jay Abernathy, strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning. Called strike. 2-1 now on Abernathy. The freshman in the lineup entered today hitting .438 with 4 RBI. Another freshman in this lineup along with Levi Clark and Manny Marin. Pretty good sign when you got these young guys producing for you.
They're swinging it, man.
Top of the order is Dean Curley. He's going to be up on deck right now for Tennessee.
Yeah, Rhodes making his 3rd appearance of the season. He's thrown 3 in the 3rd inning. He's only given up 1 hit. Having 4 strikeouts.
Abernathy just got a piece of that one. He struck in the 1st inning on the Gavin Keelan home run. Getting in 3rd on another Gavin Keelan blast to the left field Crawford boxes. And moments ago, Manny Marin also to the Crawford boxes in left. Call strike 3. So Stormy Rhodes picks up the strikeout. Gets his first hitter, and Jay Abernathy.
A good fastball down inside corner at the knees. That's the call from home plate umpire Joe Harrison. Good start for Stormy Rhodes.
That's the 7th strikeout for Oklahoma State pitching today. Out number 1 here in the 4th inning. Back to the top of the order we go with Dean Curley. Looking to get something going here today. Struck out in both of his at-bats in the 1st and 2nd inning. 6'3" frame, handling the shortstop duties for the Volunteers. All-American a year ago.
A good fastball down in the zone from Rhodes at 92, and really swinging over the top of it. And a couple of strikeouts against Gabe Davis, just could not pick it up off his hand. And
Cowboys playing him straight away. Gavin Keelan on deck. What a day he's had here at Daikin Park. So Tennessee takes on gets Oklahoma State today, Rice, then Arizona, and then they're back home for several more leading up to mid-March when they open SEC play at home against Florida.
yeah, Curley is really highly touted guy. He's going to be a high draft pick, and he's a draft eligible sophomore. He's one of those guys who just has really great speed, good power.
Well struck right field by Curley. It's up and out of there. Another home run for Tennessee, the 4th of the afternoon.
Yeah, there's not much more you can say about the home run production. It's almost starting to get ridiculous every time these guys barrel the ball up and flies out of the ballpark. And you just go back and think about the strength and conditioning program that Tony Vitello was so big on. And they do it right at Tennessee. I mean, look, you just look at these guys. They look great in uniform, but how about that swing by Curley? I mean, just nice short stroke. Yep. Fastball that was up, out over the plate from Stormy Rhodes, and these guys have a ton of pop. You know, they don't strike out a lot because they shorten those swings up, and they're showing you what you can do with a nice short swing.
That's home run number 4 on the year for Dean Curley, his 9th RBI. And then here's Gavin Keelan, 2 for 2, couple of solo shots, 1 to right, and 1 to the Crawford boxes and left back in the 3rd inning. Yeah, you're looking again back on what Tennessee's got coming up. A few more non-conference games, but in a couple of weeks it's Florida for a big 3-game series there in Knoxville. And they'll hit the road for Alabama and South Carolina. Early April, they'll host Texas A&M there in Knoxville. There's Keelan doing some damage his previous at-bats. First one to right field. Here's one of the Crawford boxes.
Yeah, just so impressed. I mean, it's, you know, you hear about all the power that you know, of course, coming into this game, you can see it on paper and you go, yep. Okay, is this really true? I mean, these guys that good?
Gavin Keelan get well struck. Warning track there at center field. Finally, Oklahoma State pitching finds a way to get him out.
Yeah. Deepest part of the ballpark, but that's one way. Good job by Braden Smith to get back there and make it look easy, but there's just not a ball we've seen hit here that's soft off the bats of these Volunteers.
Great carry today.
Yeah.
2 outs now in the 4th inning.
Well, this 25 Volunteer team, and they're showing you how to get it done. I mean, you know, coming into this tournament, they outscored their opponents 105-16. Nice play there.
Inslee with the ground ball out. Culbertson fires over to Brigham, and that'll do it here in the 4th inning, but not before the Volunteers strike yet again. It's 4-0 through 4 here at Daikin Park in Houston.
It's go time for the amazing Rooms to Go anniversary sale starting this Saturday. Big on style and savings with 0% interest-free financing now until January 2030. Get super low monthly payments on living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids, and patio with no interest until January 2030. More time, more savings at the Rooms to Go anniversary sale starting Saturday.
This tax season, do more than just catch up. Spring forward with a free 5G phone with select Straight Talk plans. So you can spring for those new sneakers they need. Oh, those are nice. The unlimited streaming he needs. And with Straight Talk, guys, spring for something you never knew you needed. Spring forward with real unlimited data and get a free 5G phone with select plans on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Vacationing is an art, and the Palm Beaches are your canvas. Stroll along sun-soaked beaches. Unwind at boutique resorts. Explore hidden and not so hidden gems. Here you'll discover a lifestyle that's nothing short of a masterpiece. Curate your perfect collection of experiences in the Palm Beaches.
We'll catch all the action on Space City Home Network as the Astros 2025 season kicks off for spring training. It is underway out in West Palm Beach. Get a sneak peek of the newcomers and the starters. Enjoy Todd, Jeff, and Julia for the latest insights and analysis. Spring training right here live on Space City Home Network, and they'll have a ball game coming up tomorrow in Tampa. They'll be taking on the New York Yankees, Pat. They're in Florida. And a few weeks away, we got the regular season opening day.
Hard to believe. It's hard to hear.
Jose Altuve, if you follow the Astros, made his debut this spring in left field today for the first time, making the position switch. What appears to be is going to be a switch from second base out to left field. Learning a new position.
Odd to look out in the Astros infield, not see Altuve out there at second base. That could be really weird.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the attention and headlines leading up to spring training, and he's one of those team first guys. You know, whatever it takes it's going to help the team win. He's willing to do it. We'll take on the Yankees coming up tomorrow. We'll open the season here at Dyken Park on Thursday, March 27th. Part of a big sports weekend here in the Houston area. That'll be the PGA Tour will be in town. You got the Astros opening weekend. Astros Foundation and Texas Children's. Part of that PGA Tour stop at Memorial Park here in Houston. Colin Brigham at the plate to lead it off here for Oklahoma State. 2-2 count. A little outside, full count now. Oklahoma State's been limited to only 2 hits today against left-hander Liam Doyle.
Only 3 base runners total, 1 walk, and that's what Doyle does. He makes you earn it. And it's Oklahoma State needs base runners, but they're going to have to earn those.
That ball up the middle. Hurley fields. Had to hurry on that throw. A couple of bounces up the middle. And Brigham is on board to open things up here in the 5th inning.
And they have ruled that a hit. I agree with that. That was a tough play for Curley going up the middle and had to throw off balance. Brigham might have beat it anyway, but go down as an infield single. Good movement there by Curley coming, but had to make that quick flip from his waist.
No leadoff man on for Oklahoma State. Colin Brigham at first base. Aiden Miola at the plate now. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. One of 8 strikeouts in this ball game for Liam Doyle.
Well, first leadoff runner to get on here for the Cowboys. Need to try to advance him and get the 0 off the scoreboard. You can chip away, get in that bullpen and see what happened, but
Ian Doherty on deck for Oklahoma State. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Doyle today. 2-0 on the season, as we mentioned. 2 starts, 2 victories. 0.87 ERA in these first 2.
Finally able to get those hands through that inside fastball. That's where Doyle has attacked him. Doyle's done a good job of cutting that swing down each year of his college career. It's one of those things you realize when you start facing high velo type pitching. Can't be long with that swing.
4 runs, 5 hits for Tennessee today. 4 of those 5 hits have been home runs. What's that home run tally now? Up to
25 now.
25 now, yeah.
21 coming in today. That's obnoxious. 9 games in the season, 25 home runs. That's what he on pace to hit like 150 this year.
Not crazy. Yeah. Big home run hitting team a year ago as well, en route to winning that national championship. They beat Texas A&M up there in Omaha to win it.
Yeah, A&M the preseason favorite on a lot of people's list, but they have lost 2 in a row coming into this weekend and battling through some injury problems at the moment.
Called strike 3 on Aiden Miola. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, and he's giving Joe Harris a little bit of lip. And yeah, you got to keep him in the game, but that's a really generous strike zone against a guy throwing 98 miles an hour. This pitch is well off the plate. Yeah, it's I can see why Miola's a little bit upset. He's saying, hey, you know, give him both sides of the plate here. He doesn't need any help.
Yeah, a few choice words as he worked his way back to the dugout. First out here in the 5th inning brings up Ian Doherty. He's 0 for 1. And started on the plate tonight or this afternoon. Brock Thompson's on deck for Oklahoma State. Just about full shade now on the field here at Daikin Park. Yeah, very rarely in the major league season is the roof open. You might see it open a little bit in, now they start the season late March, maybe parts of April, but usually by mid-late April, May, it's warming up and they have it closed just about all the time here during the course of the season. Daikin, the new titles or stadium sponsor here this year. We talked about earlier, getting the signage in place. Going to happen over the last several months here with the Astros organization.
Doyle really working that inside corner. Pitch is just off the plate to Doherty, and it's been the game plan. He's shown fastballs away, but it's really going hard in for a lot of these outs.
Doherty from Kingfisher, Oklahoma. In-state talent on this Cowboys roster. Go up and down. If they're in that state, Josh Holliday's going to want them. A lot of Oklahoma players on this roster, but they can get them from all across the country. They do a good job recruiting. 3-2. Just got a piece of that one to keep it alive.
And Josh Holliday talks about, over the course of a season, really trying to develop emotional endurance. And what he means by that, it's a 56, 60 game season, regular season, then you have postseason. And for a lot of these players, playing a schedule like that for the first time, you've just got to develop this endurance, especially when you face guys like this every night. Liam Doyle, pumping mid-90s fastballs at you. And you have to have emotional endurance during the course of a game when you face a guy like that. So.
Absolutely. There's a walk there by Ian Doherty. So he'll head down to first base. 2 on now for the Cowboys. Trying to get something going here in the 5th inning, down 4-0.
This is what the Cowboys needed. They needed to get some base runners and maybe start to build some confidence against Doyle. And you think now you're one big swing away from being right back in this game. And double barrel action down that Tennessee bullpen.
Yeah, a couple of volunteers up in the pen there. Looks like it's Dylan Loy, and also I believe Tanner Franklin might be up, the right-hander.
Yeah, and Tony V slowing the game down. He's give Doyle a time to catch his breath and refocus. Really the first chink in the armor we've seen from Doyle. Give the 3 hits, a couple of walks, so 5 base runners.
Yeah, he's going to make a signal for the left-hander.
Yeah, 90 pitches. So about the right time that we might see Doyle exit. Recorded the 1 out here in the 5th, so he'll be responsible for the 2 base runners.
What a job by Liam Doyle. We'll take a break. We'll talk about Doyle's afternoon so far and who's coming in. Details next. 4-0. Tennessee on top.
Let's just get a closer look. Mom?
5 immersive worlds. One amazing theme park. Our universe will never be the same.
Oh, you gotta see this.
Epic Universe, only at Universal Orlando Resort.
Had it with your old phone? Ready to be done with it? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any phone, any condition for the new iPhone. Get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us, on any plan. Now with Genmoji. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all 3 on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
If you're sharing a hotel room with friends, you're also sharing a bathroom and a mirror, a tiny hairdryer, and an outlet, and a tiny counter.
Let's go.
Get an Airbnb and get more space.
Is that my bestie in a taxi? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she red.
And my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor.
Pitching change here for Tennessee here in the 5th inning. Liam Doyle with an outstanding high pitch count, 90 pitches there in 4 1/3 innings. Take a look at the afternoon he had, Pat. He was bringing it, that full arsenal, working well.
Yeah, everything is advertised in terms of the arm strength and the arm velocity. It just, blew fastballs by these Cowboy hitters and really moved the ball around. I was really impressed with his command, and resulted in 9 strikeouts. Let's leave with a couple of base runners for Liam Doyle or for Dylan Loy. Outstanding day for Doyle.
New pitcher in for Tennessee, that is Dylan Loy. He is a sophomore from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Here's Liam Doyle, getting a little breather in the dugout. And there today, as we said, 2-0 with an 0.87 ERA. And 4 1/3 shutout baseball today so far, but the Cowboys trying to get something going here in the 5th.
Well, nobody happier than the Cowboys offense than to see Liam Doyle out of the game.
Brock Thompson looking to keep it going. The number 8 hitter in this Cowboy lineup struck out back in the 3rd inning on one of the heaters from Doyle. Thompson, a freshman in this lineup, today hitting .250 on the year.
No offense to Dylan Loy, but you'd much rather face a low 90s fastball than that 97, 98.
A little bit of a difference.
Yeah. Good breaking ball that time from Loy. That's his out pitch. It's a slurve type breaking ball. It's at about 78 to 80 miles an hour. It is a nasty pitch.
Here's the 1-2 to Thompson. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for this Volunteer pitching staff. That is number 10 on the afternoon between Liam Doyle and Dylan Loy.
Yeah, that time you saw Thompson just open that front side and completely lose the swing. I mean, he started out middle of the plate, broke off the plate away, and Thompson had no chance.
Your attention, please. For Oklahoma State,
pitch hitters coming up now for Oklahoma State. This is Garrett Scholl. He is pinch hitting for Drew Culbertson. And Scholl is certainly a player. When you talk to Josh Holliday, Pat, very excited about this young man.
Yeah, really is. And you know, as an Oklahoma State guy from a youngster, always wanted to play for the Cowboys, and he probably passed up on some money this past year's draft. Old scouts, he just had his heart set on coming to Oklahoma State. Great story about Garrett Scholl is he called Josh Holliday to tell him he was going to come to Oklahoma State and said, on one condition, I just need to know at Old Great Stadium, do you have a place for my brother to sit? And Josh said, we got plenty of seats. He said, no. He goes, he's in a wheelchair. I just need to make sure he's got a good place where they can park the wheelchair so he can watch me play. He doesn't miss a game.
That's awesome, man. What a great story. Another strikeout. Dylan Loy comes in and strikes out both hitters he faced. Scholl goes down on strikes. That's the 11th by the Volunteer pitching staff. Through 4.5. Tennessee in control 4-0.
Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage, and the power of 2 max strength pain relievers. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah. Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen. Doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall counter?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in
You
person.
could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Catch Astros spring training action on Space City Home Network.
There's never been a better time to become a season ticket holder for the Houston Astros. The average season ticket holder enjoys 45% savings over single game ticket prices, plus significant savings at the team store with exclusive season ticket holder discounts. Along with exclusive experiences and events, season ticket holders get priority access to postseason tickets. Become a season ticket holder today. Visit astros.com/season tickets for more information.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning now. Tennessee on top 4-0. Trying to catch up with the lineup changes defensively now. Make sure we get this right here, Pat. Garrett Scholl, who just pinch hit, I think he's in center field now, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So he'll replace Braden Smith.
Smith moved to second, and Brock Thompson moved on to short.
Got it.
And now the shift for the Oklahoma State Cowboys as they face Andrew Fisher.
Four runs, 5 hits today for Tennessee. 4 of those home runs. Taking advantage of the long ball against Oklahoma State pitching. Cowboys had a couple on there in the top of the 5th. Couldn't push anything across. They managed just 3 hits so far today. Yeah, big time shift here. Fisher 0 for 1. He walked in his last at-bat in the 3rd. How about that? Down third base line. He'll beat that one out. Infield single to get things started here in the 5th inning for Andrew Fisher.
Yeah, you put the shift on defensively, not anticipating that he was going to hit one off the end of his bat, just squirt one towards third base. Yeah, there's only one play Miola could have made, and that was to barehand it. And that ball had just way too much spin on it. Too difficult to handle.
No leadoff man on. Fisher at first base. Levi Clark at the plate now. He'll be followed by Reese Chapman. Levi Clark, the freshman, had a couple of well-struck balls in his 2 at-bats. Lined out to center field back in the 1st inning to the warning track there in center field. And then a long at-bat, I believe a 10-pitch at-bat, led to a single left field back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that was a great battle against Gabe Davis, and Clark won that one.
One for 2, hitting .600 entering today.
There's when you hear a Tony Vitello interview, there's a lot of Tony V-isms now. So one that he mentioned, in terms of getting ready, getting guys ready for pro ball, and he says, we don't look at pro ball for our guys. We look at what they can do to make the volunteers the best.
There you go. Yep. He was a fun interview the other day. I hadn't had a chance to meet him until our conference call. What a job he has done at Tennessee, man.
Yeah, one of his favorite quotes to freshman players like Levi Clark is, just be where your feet are. Play in the present. Don't worry about tomorrow. That'll worry about itself. Just make sure you're focusing on what you got to do today.
Line drive to shortstop, off the glove there. Get the force out of second. That's Brock Thompson, who had moved over from second base. Nearly brought that one in. But they get the force out. Fisher at second base. Another well-struck ball from Levi Clark.
The ball was scorched. Yeah, that was going to leave a mark on Thompson's hand, I promise you. Yeah, good job just to knock it down. He got the lead runner there, Fisher, coming from first base. But good job by Clark to get out of the box and run hard. Sometimes you hit those line drives and look like they're going to be caught. You kind of shut it down, and Clark just kept on running. Otherwise, that would have been a double play.
Reese Chapman at the plate now for Tennessee. He is 0 for 2, struck out back in the 2nd inning. And a fly ball out to left field in the 3rd. Chapman off to a nice start to the season. Over 400. They entered this one today against Oklahoma State.
No doubt Tony Vitello has built something special here. The culture at Tennessee is a little bit different than some programs, and we asked him about that, and he said, we recruit guys that want to be here. Like, we get into recruiting battles, I'm not interested in guys that are looking at 4 or 5 different programs. My first question is, do you want to be a volunteer? I think that's kind of a pretty cool question. Tell us if you want to be here or not.
Yeah, just get to the point here. I mean, he probably wants guys, I would imagine, that immediately feel connected to this program and are ready to buy into the culture that they already have in place here.
That's it, yeah. And it's obviously a winning culture, but you can define that in a lot of different ways. What does it mean? And Does it win at all costs, or does it? He says, no, you win the volunteer way. We're going to outwork you. We're going to outwork you in the weight room for sure. I mean, look at these way you guys are built. This team looks different physically than a lot of teams. And he said, I just wanted to know if you want to be involved through thick and thin. That's all I want to know. Sometimes it's that simple, right?
Yep, absolutely. He loves to recruit. Got a great staff in place. He had that skill set. Long time stop there at Arkansas. You mentioned TCU as well. He's seen it all, and his staff have done an unbelievable job. They've got 43 draft picks. I saw a stat reading their game notes since 2018. 43 of their guys have been drafted.
That's pretty incredible, yeah. Fastball up in the zone. It's Chapman to swing through that for the second out.
Another strikeout for Oklahoma State pitching. And I believe that's number 8 by Cowboys pitching staff today by my count. Cannon Peebles now at the plate for the Volunteers. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning, and he struck out in the third. Third at-bat of this contest today.
Great staff with the balls. Josh Elander's been there. Tony the whole way. Great recruiting coordinator. Also coaches third base. Then
hit to place. Right where they needed to be there for the out. Great Smith over to Briggerman for the out. That'll do it. After 5 innings here at Dyken Park in Houston, Volunteers still in control, 4-0.
It's game time and the shot clock is running down on Subway's $6.99 foot-long deal. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code 699FL now. Deals only here until March 13th.
Diversity is in our nature. Diverse cultures, identities, skills, and knowledge. Diversity is in nature, too. Biodiversity. Plants, animals, and ecosystems. It connects us and sustains us. But nature's biodiversity is at risk now more than ever before. And our own future is at stake. So ask yourself, how can you contribute to protecting all life on our planet? Because the future is in our hands.
Catch Rockets All Access, your backstage pass to the team all season long. Rockets All Access. New episodes every Thursday on Space City Home Network.
The Astros take on the Yanks tomorrow at 11:30 on Space City Home Network.
Top of the 6th inning here, 4-0 Tennessee on top of Oklahoma State. 4-run, 6 hits for the Vols, just 3 hits today for Oklahoma State. Looking to get things going here. Still time left in this baseball game. This is game number 2 of the Astros Foundation College Classic. Mississippi State beat Rice in the opener. We've got this one here this afternoon. And tonight, get ready for another good one. Arizona take it on number 1 ranked Texas A&M tonight. That one's scheduled for right around 7 o'clock.
Yeah, looking forward to that game. Should be a lot of Aggies in the stands tonight.
Yeah, they'll draw well. Got a few Aggie fans already made their way here. The people just come out here and make it a full day. They check out 3 games. Make it a marathon day of baseball. Every day at the ballpark's a good day, especially on a weather day like this. It's going to be a nice evening for Arizona and Texas A&M tonight.
Just perfect. Under the lights here at Dyken Field. New pitcher for the Vols. Illinois did a good job. Struck out of the only 2 hitters he faced.
Yeah, quick work right there, right? A new pitcher for Tennessee is Tanner Franklin. He's a junior right-hander, 6'5", out of Jefferson City, Tennessee. Transferred in from Kennesaw State.
Now foul ball off the bat of Braden Smith. Take a look at his numbers. Yep. A long line of outstanding arms coming out of that Volunteer bullpen you'll see this weekend. And look at that, 5 2/3 innings, 10 strikeouts, has yet to walk a hitter. Fastball that reaches the upper 90s. Hard cutter. That's the pitch that Smith just fouled off. And he also features a low 80 slider and a changeup. Big pickup, transfer from Kennesaw State.
Called strike 3, got that outside corner. And Manny Marin goes down on strikes. He hit that home run back in the 4th inning, but Tanner Franklin's first hitter gets a strikeout.
Yeah, Braden Smith taking a look at that cutter. It started off the plate. According to Joe Harris, came back and caught the outside edge. And
Braden Smith, sorry.
Yeah, that is a 91-mile-an-hour cut fastball.
12th strikeout of the contest by Volunteer pitching today. This is Donovan LaSalle now at the plate. He'll be followed by Nolan Schubert. Cowboys try to get something going here. A couple innings they've had runners on and couldn't manufacture anything. Three consecutive strikeouts by Tennessee pitching. You had Dylan Loy strike out those 2 he faced in the 5th inning, and then first one there by Tanner Franklin.
Yeah, it's just hard, right? I mean, you're seeing these arms from Tennessee. Not only are they scoring a bunch of runs, they're hitting all these home runs. What are they also doing well? Well, they're pitching really well. Frank Anderson, the pitching coach for Tennessee, is just continuing to churn out great pitching staffs, and the numbers are just obscene to start the season.
The other one right there. LaSalle goes down. And 2 quick outs now in the 6th inning.
Yeah, just a wild pitch up and in. No way LaSalle can catch up to that. That's one of the things. You just got to stay disciplined. You know, you start to get a little frustrated that maybe it's an expanded strike zone today, and as a hitter, you've really got to stay disciplined and look for your zone. Guys throwing mid to upper 90s. You can't cover all 17 inches of that plate. And even today, if it's a 19-inch plate, you got to stay within yourself.
Here's Nolan Schubert's been held in check so far, 0 for 1. He walked back in the 1st inning, but he was also caught stealing on that one that ended that 1st inning, and then struck out in the 4th. Can keep the inning alive. Jason Jones on deck.
Yeah, Tennessee pitching right now ranks in the top 10 nationally in ERA, strikeout to walk ratio, hits allowed, and whip. I mean, it's just crazy numbers. They got everything working right now.
We were talking earlier about all these home runs they've hit today. You had what the count is at 4 right now. Last season in their national championship run, they belted 184 home runs.
Yeah. Well, we said they might be on track for what, 150? Might be more than that, right?
Wow.
Yeah. 184 home runs. That's crazy.
Included obviously postseason play as well, but they got some power in this lineup, no doubt about it. Fly ball out in center field. That's going to hang up there for Hunter Inslee. He's underneath that. That is out number 3 here in the 6th inning. Good job by the bullpen. Following up Leon Doyle's start by Dylan Loy and Tanner Franklin. Through 5 1/2, it's 4-0 Volunteers over Oklahoma State.
The Texas Children's Houston Open is here. Houston's iconic PGA tournament is back in full swing, March 27th through the 30th, and tickets are on sale now. Get ready for an experience like no other in Memorial Park. The Texas Children's Houston Open is the perfect place to host family, friends, or clients. With general admission, venue hopper, and premium hospitality options available. Visit tchouopen.com/tickets today.
Your Houston Astros are back for 2025. Built for the pursuit of a championship. Come experience the energy, the passion, and the unforgettable moments at Daikin Park. Tickets through June on sale now. Get yours at astros.com/tickets.
Come on. What are you doing? Trying to watch the game, but my screen's busted. You should go to T-Mobile. You can trade in a broken phone, and they'll give you a brand new iPhone 16 Pro on them. Where did you get gum? It was under my seat. When's this thing over?
At T-Mobile, new and existing customers get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us when you trade in your busted old phone. Plus, families can switch and save 20% versus the other big guys' best plans, plus streaming.
It's over.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Daikin Park. Game number 2 of the Astros Foundation College Classic. 4-0 lead for the Tennessee Volunteers. Volunteer fans have made their way here to Houston. Some locals, some made the trip from out of town to be here to support their baseball team. 6 hits, 4 runs for Tennessee today. Shutout baseball by the Tennessee pitching staff, holding Oklahoma State to only 3 hits today. Stormy road still out there for Oklahoma State. Here's the last at bat by Manny Marin. Delivered the 4th home run of the day by the Vols.
Yeah, Crawford shot second of the day in that area of the field for the Vols.
The 2-0 pitch. Marin lines one into left center field. He'll hustle around, slides it safely there at second base to lead off the 6th inning.
Another impressive swing from Manny Marin, and what a start to his season. A little bit overshadowed with the start that Levi Clark has had, but how about this freshman just continuing to lay the lumber, man. He is home run, double a day. Got the speed to go with it. Yeah, just a complete player. He's going to be the future shortstop here. Great defensive player as well, but what a start to his collegiate career.
Second double of this young season. He entered today at 455, so he is 2 for 2 today. That number's going to keep rising. Leadoff man on once again for Tennessee. This is Jay Abernathy. Almost got away from stormy roads there on the pickoff play.
Michael Durantes just called a pitch clock violation. Oftentimes that pitch clock is winding down. In college, you'll see the pitchers just step off and make a throw to the bag. And that time he got caught before the clock had time left. Now they're going to get an indication from Josh Holliday what was the call there. And he felt like the clock should have been reset. Durantes is putting a ball on the scoreboard, and now Joe Harris, the home plate umpire, is having that conversation with Josh Holliday.
Yeah, it seems like he's getting the explanation he was looking for.
Yeah, there was a rule change with the pitch clock this year, and batters are now required to be alert to the pitch within 12 seconds. That's an increase from the previous 10-second requirement. With runners on base, pitchers have 20 seconds to deliver the pitch. The clock starts to wind down if pitchers have the option of throwing to a bag and resetting the clock, but that time It appeared that Stormy Rhodes did not beat the clock.
We will resume now. 1-0 pitch coming up against Jay Abernathy. Gets attempts the bunt there. That's rolls to the left foul. Evens the count 1-1. Top of the order is Dean Curley. He is on deck for Tennessee.
Yeah, Oklahoma State's running out of at-bats, and any run now is just feels like it's 2 with the way Tennessee is pitched. Tony Vitello playing for a run here in the 5th or the 6th inning.
Abernathy lays off that one. And if they want to get Manny Marin over to third base.
The advantage count now for Abernathy. Let's see if they keep the bunt on.
Good carry out there in center field, but it will hold up for Garrett Scholl. Runner advances Marin over to third base. 1 out here in the 6th.
Yeah, hitter works into a 2-1 count, and Vitello chooses to take the bunt off. Abernathy put a charge into it, but not quite deep enough. Deep enough to advance Marin. So he gets the job done.
Yep. Mission accomplished. Sets it up now for Dean Curley, the leadoff hitter. Struck out back in the 1st inning and 2nd inning. And then went deep in the 4th to right field. That was his 4th home run of the season. Great contact. Pulled that one left.
Yeah, that was a bullet. Even the foul balls are hard. Yep. Home run distance, but well foul.
Hitting .379 so far. 1 for 3 today. Top of the order certainly has delivered some power. Curley with the home run. Gavin Keelan's on deck. He's had a couple of shots today as well. Ground ball. Nice save there by Thompson at shortstop. Run will come in though. Marin crosses. And it's a 5-0 lead now for Tennessee.
Yeah, infield pulled in that time for Oklahoma State. Nice job by Brock Thompson to just get to this ball. It was hit pretty hard towards the middle. And a nice diving play, got to his feet. Could not have gotten the speedster Marin from third base, so takes the out at first instead.
That's out number 2 here in the 6th. Gavin Keelan out the plate. Keelan hitting .440. He's had a nice day today. 2 for 3. Couple of runs scored. Couple of RBIs on those 2 home runs. Both of them were solo shots. Well, they had the shift on right there. Nearly got through into right field. Nice hustle on that play by Braden Smith to get a glove on him, but that was going to be a tough play even if he did make that stop.
Yeah, beats the shift, so he's beating a couple balls out of the ballpark. This time beats the shift, and Keelan just continued to add to these offensive numbers. Certainly a threat to run.
Hunter Inslee at the plate for Tennessee now. Keelan 1 for 1 in stolen bases so far this season. Missed it earlier. Mississippi State with a big win over Rice to get things started here at Daikin Park. Shot to right field by Hunter Inslee. Keelan holds up at second base. 2 on now for the Volunteers with 2 outs here in the 6th.
Yeah, nice job by Inslee that time. Gets the fastball out over the plate. Just kind of goes the opposite direction. There was a big hole between first and second. Just uses it well. And slap from Ross Kivett, the first base coach, former University of Houston coach.
Back in the Bayou City for him. I'm sure he's enjoying that trip back. Andrew Fisher now at the plate. Fisher's 1 for 2 today. Also had a walk. And 273. Getting the start today at first base for Tennessee. Transfer in from Ole Miss to this Volunteer program.
Yeah, big power bat with the Rebels last season. Had the 20 home runs and led the team with 57 RBI.
Yeah, he was second team All SEC. Stepping into this program. That was part of my question to our conference call with Tony Vitello, just saying, when you have guys like that who are well-established players at another SEC program coming in, got that culture and fitting in and respect there from his new teammates.
Yeah, you consider, how many players Tennessee lost last season. They, Christian Moore, Blake Burke, both first rounders in the MLB draft. Billy Amick, Dylan Dreiling, both second rounders in the Major League draft. Then you had third rounder Drew Beam and then Kavaris Terres, who was a fourth rounder. I mean, that's just unreal. 6 of your top guys in your lineup get drafted the first 4 rounds of the draft, and that ball squirts away from Doherty.
Runners advance. Second and third now with 2 outs. Yeah, that's a lot of talent all at once leaving the program.
Yeah, so Tennessee had some holes to fill, and they really thought that they would go with the older guys. The transfer guys would come in right away and start. Well, a couple have. Andrew Fisher, one of those, but it's been the emergence of these 3 freshmen in the lineup today that has been unbelievable.
Swung on right field. Is that going to stay in? Foul ball. Plenty of home run distance on that swing by Andrew Fisher.
Yeah, they did not miss the foul pole by much. I just love the job that Josh Elander, the hitting coach for Tennessee, does with these hitters, man. They just have really quiet swings. They keep those heads still and really overswing.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Fisher, and that'll do it. Third out here in the inning. It's 5-0 now, Tennessee, as we go to the 7th here at Daikin Park in Houston.
Just for Men gives you your strongest, fullest, thickest looking beard yet. Mustache and beard, now with keratin. In just 5 minutes, score your best beard ever. Just for Men.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours. It's your phone.
With Verizon, trade in any phone in any condition.
Whole flight info from notes, send to mom.
And get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus with AI and a watch and tab all on us. That's up to $1,900 in value. Only on Verizon.
Go to the top of the 7th inning here at Daikin Park. Still a lot of baseball left. Oklahoma State certainly with some work to do. They've been held to 3 hits against his Tennessee pitching staff. Aaron Franklin still out there for the Volunteers. Jason Jones will lead it off here in the 7th inning. Jones 0 for 2 today. A ground ball out to shortstop in the 2nd. Struck out back in the 4th. Hitting .304 on the season.
About 99 on that fastball.
A lot of movement there. Another strikeout. Strikeout number 14 by Tennessee pitching.
Yeah, nice cutter there off the hand of Tanner Franklin. Right back to it after he changed the eye level of Jason Jones, and it just locks him up.
Colin Briggerman now at the plate for Oklahoma State. He doubled back in the 2nd inning, had an infield hit in the 5th. 2 for 2 so far. 2 of the 3 hits by Oklahoma State. Fly ball left field. Does that have enough? It does. It's in the Crawford box. It's home run for Colin Briggerman. Jay Abernathy thought for a moment he might have a play, but that thing continued to carry into left field. That's a .315 distance out there in left field.
Yeah, that's how you get your team on the scoreboard. Just one swing of the bat. Colin Briggerman, yeah, nice short swing, fastball down to the zone, and caught a lot of the plate there, but Briggerman just put a nice swing on it. You get a guy throwing 98, 99, you just got to put the barrel on the ball, let the ball travel. And Briggerman breaks up the shutout.
3rd home run of the year for Briggerman, and RBI number 14. And Oklahoma State's on the board now, 5-1 with 1 out here in the 7th inning.
Well, Josh Holliday is looking for a player in that Cowboy lineup to give Nolan Schubert some protection.
Ground ball shortstop. Curley fields cleanly. Fires over to Andrew Fisher for out number 2 here in the 7th.
Look at Colin Briggerman, 3 for 3 day. He is a triple short of the cycle.
Yeah, he'll have another at-bat, I imagine, coming up by the 9th.
3 of the 4 hits belong to Briggerman. Well, he may be the answer to put him behind Schubert.
Ian Doherty now at the plate for Oklahoma State. 0 for 1 with a walk so far today. Keep it alive. Brock Thompson's on deck for the Cowboys. Great control. Tanner Franklin since he's into the contest. 19 strikes. Only 8 balls on his 27 pitches. On-deck hitter, Brock Thompson. Had a rough day, couple strikeouts, so he wants another shot at it here in the 7th inning.
Hanging tough. A couple of good pitches from Tanner Franklin. And keeping the at-bat alive.
Mentioned earlier Tennessee's schedule after this weekend here in Houston. Oklahoma State, they are going back to Stillwater as well. 5-game homestand. Quick trip to Dallas against Dallas Baptist. And then middle of March, just like Tennessee starts in the SEC, Oklahoma State will open March 14th, 15th, and 16th. Big 12 play against West Virginia. Off the center field wall, that's Doherty with a stand-up double with 2 outs.
That's just a professional at bat for Ian Doherty, and fouled off a number of pretty good pitches from Franklin to get to this fastball out over the plate. Nice swing on it. Puts it over the head of Hunter Inslee out in center field. And we'll bring first visit of the day to the pitcher's mound for Tennessee. Frank Anderson.
Talk it over. Anderson with a storied history as well. Now part of this Tennessee program on the coaching staff. That's the 5th double of the year, by the way, for Doherty.
And a quick visit for Frank, and one of the better pitching coaches in college baseball, and some great stops along the way. Did spend a year here at University of Houston, and before that was a head coach at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he was there from 2004 to 2012, in fact. A lot of connection to the Cowboy program. Look at all the success by this pitching staff. A lot of people point right over to Frank Anderson and the job he's done with.
Pretty incredible job. Great track record of just continuous improvement from that Tennessee staff.
Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Brock Thompson looking to keep this inning alive. Struck out in the 3rd, struck out again in the 5th inning.
Yeah, the Tennessee pitching staff has finished no lower than 6th in earned run average nationally since 2020.
Fastball called strike. And they're at 97. Tanner Franklin. Yeah, so again, Oklahoma State will host West Virginia to open up Big 12 play in the middle of March. Then their next 2 conference series are going to be on the road. They won't be home again for a conference weekend until early April. There's another strikeout from Tanner Franklin. Strikeout number 15. Oklahoma State, though, on the board on a home run. Colin Brigham, and it's 5-1 Tennessee as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
I recently helped a couple buy their dream home even before selling their current one. HomeLight's Buy Before You Sell program was a game changer. They were able to buy and sell on their own schedule. It was so easy, and they were thrilled.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living
Where have you
to
been?
your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
No matter who you are, life can be overwhelming.
Okay.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Oh, man, I'm bugging.
Is
that the best you can do?
Always so distracted.
You're not reaching your full
Grades are
potential.
unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
Can we get some air?
Of course we can, yeah. Grab your jacket.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
I hear that, yeah. So tell me what's going on.
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
The excitement, the emotion, the passion,
This is H-Town High School Sports with Todd Freed.
See it all right here on Space City Home Network.
On 7 here at Dyken Park in Houston. Randy McAvoy, Pat Combs with you. Game number 2 of 3 here on this opening day of the Astros Foundation College Classic. Off to a good start. Mississippi State with the win over Rice to start the day. And right now, Tennessee control 5-1 tonight. Arizona and Texas A&M will wrap up things on this opening day. They'll get started a little after 7 o'clock. Levi Clark leads it off for Tennessee here in the bottom of the 7th inning. He's hit the ball well in all 3 of his at-bats. Pat lined out to center field in the first, had that base hit, well-struck ball to left in the third, and a sharp hit ball, ground ball to shortstop in his last at-bat.
And they just hit a rocket off his toe, so that's one more thing to add to.
You're going to feel that for a while.
Yeah, that hurt. But yeah, he is seeing the ball really well. I mean, just you see the compact swing and just the patience. Looks like, as you said earlier, very comfortable in the box. About the only thing the Volunteer offense hasn't done well today is hit with runners in scoring position. They are 0 for 7 in that department.
Swing and a miss, strikeout of Levi Clark. That's strikeout number 10 today for Oklahoma State pitching.
Well, good job by Stormy Rhodes in relief of Gabe Davis. Gave up the 1-run last inning, but he has done a really serviceable job out of the pen.
Reese Chapman at the plate. Struck out a couple of times. He's 0 for 3 today. Chapman hitting .379 on the year. A couple of home runs, 10 RBI. And Peebles on deck for the Volunteers. For a called strike. Cowboys, a couple more at-bats trying to get something going. They're limited to 5 hits today. Tennessee looking to add to their lead. Well struck ball by Reese Chapman. Singles into right field. Volunteers with a runner on now with 1 out here in the 7th.
Yeah, just a center cut fastball, and Chapman's not going to miss any of those. A bit elevated in the zone. Nice job of getting on top of that pitch and driving in right field for the single.
When you look at these 2 conferences, you see what Tennessee obviously has done in the SEC and the reputation of that conference. You see a lot of the Big 12 as well. Top 2 conferences, without a doubt, nationally.
Yeah, I think you throw ACC in that equation as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had 4 teams in the College World Series last year. So, yeah, I think those are obviously the top 3 baseball conferences. And, you know, ACC, Big 12 could go back and forth in some years. But, yeah, SEC has certainly dominated it. You look at 11 of the top 25 teams in the country come out of that conference. And so they made their case. And what matters is at the end of the year is national championships, and the last 3 winners have come out of the SEC.
Yeah, all about health and finishing strong down the stretch there as you get into the month of May and conference tournaments and regional play.
You just better be very comfortable in your skin if you play in the SEC or coach a team there, because you know, you finish 500 in that conference and you've accomplished something. You go through the gauntlet every weekend in that conference.
Yeah, there's some great series coming up. You're looking at Tennessee's schedule in the SEC, and they got Florida to open it up, at Bama, at South Carolina. Then you got it Texas A&M coming in for 3. at Ole Miss. I mean, it's just no easy weekends. LSU later in the year.
Yeah, you talk to some of the coaches there. You know, Josh Holiday mentions emotional endurance. Why? I asked a question to Dave Van Horn last week. I said, is there a case to be made that sometimes the SEC players and coaches get to the end of their season in the SEC conference and you're emotionally drained?
Right.
He
Right.
said, yeah, there's some of that too. You gotta endure that, but that's the problem in that conference is you're just battling each and every week to try to win a series, and that can take an emotional toll on your team.
Two now coming up against Cannon Peebles. Ground ball shortstop. Thompson touches it back. This fires to first base though. The Brigham.
And that was too easy of a play.
Yeah. He had a couple of steps on that second base bag.
Yeah, Taylor made right to him and 2 steps to the bag and just spiked his throw over to Brigham and couldn't come up with it. Yeah, that's about as easy as it's going to get for a shortstop on the infield.
Well, Brigham tried to scoop it backhand and not an easy play to make though. So runner advances. That's Peebles at second base now.
It'll be a fielder's choice, but an error from the shortstop Thompson on the throw.
Manny Marin at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Walk back in the second inning. Had that big home run in the 4th to the Crawford boxes and left. And then also doubled and scored in the 6th inning. He's hitting at a .538 clip right now.
He's one of those young athletic players that has a really bright future ahead of him. Absolute wizard in the field.
Starting at third base, but as you mentioned earlier, I think they got plans for him to potentially shift over to shortstop at some point, right?
That's the plan, yeah.
Down the road.
You might even see some action there. I mean, Dean Curley's phenomenal at that position, but found upstairs that time.
Strikeout will end it here in the 7th inning. By Stormy Rhodes, 5-1 Tennessee. We're going to the 8th inning here at Dyken Park in Houston.
The stars are big and bright. Texas country artists take the star stage. Charlie Crockett.
Life's a casino. I'm telling.
Cody Jinks.
Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys.
And Parker McCullum. Full lineup and tickets at rodeohouston.com.
It's go time for the amazing Rooms to Go anniversary sale starting this Saturday. Big on style and savings with 0% interest-free financing now until January 2030. Get super low monthly payments on living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids, and patio with no interest until January 2030. More time, more savings at the Rooms to Go anniversary sale starting Saturday.
Vacationing is an art, and the Palm Beaches are your canvas. Stroll along sun-soaked beaches. Unwind at boutique resorts. Explore hidden and not so hidden gems. Here you'll discover a lifestyle that's nothing short of a masterpiece. Curate your perfect collection of experiences in the Palm Beaches.
Top of the 8th inning, 5-1 lead for Tennessee. Picturesque day here in Houston, Texas. Got a cloud in the sky, temperatures in the mid-70s. Great ideal weather for baseball. We've had it today. A roof is open here at Daikin Park for games 1 and 2. And of course, tonight we got another ball game on tap as Arizona gets set to take on Texas A&M. And that is scheduled for just after 7 o'clock tonight. But Oklahoma State still hoping to get back into this one, down 5-1 as we begin the top of the 8th inning. This is Garrett Scholl. He entered the game back in the 5th inning, and he struck out in his first at-bat. And entered the game at center field as they made a few shifts. There's a guy that Josh Holliday is very high on. Hitting .471 to start this year.
Yeah, he's a really talented freshman, and kind of put in that same class as Levi Clark and Andy Marin, and off to a hot start in his college career, and just a lot of tools.
Local product from Enid, Oklahoma. Was a career .430 hitter there in high school. 27 home runs, 129 RBI in 4 years. Committed to Oklahoma State when he was a freshman in high school.
Thought that was ball 4, and they looked outside. We got to quickly reset.
Phil draws the walk. Cowboys get the leadoff man on yet again. 1 run, 5 hits today for Oklahoma State. Tennessee now in double digits in the hit category with 10. Back to the top of the order. Braden Smith, who's 1 for 3 today. He doubled back in the 3rd inning. Or singled and then tried to stretch it into a double. Was thrown out at second base after they reviewed that play. Donovan LaSalle will follow Braden Smith.
High heat coming off the hand of Tanner Franklin. 97, 98 mile an hour in his fastball.
Slow roller to second. They got a hustle. Nice shuffle right there. Play made by Gavin Keelan right there. Well done over to Fisher at first base. That's not an easy play to make right there.
No, that's the only play he had there was to shovel it with that glove. If he tried to transfer it and flip it quick, I don't think it'd have been in time. Smith getting out of the box and can really run.
Got him by a step and a half or two.
Just a nice play. A little bit more risk when you don't use your hand, but I think that was his only play.
Keelan into this Tennessee program, transferring in from Louisville. He was a second-team All-American. Led Louisville hitting as well last year, so he transferred in, fit right in here with the Volunteers.
Donovan LaSalle. A rough dead plate. There's a lack of discipline, swinging some pitches above his hands, and those fastballs from Doyle that were tailing in.
Over the head of the right fielder, Reese Chapman. LaSalle over to second base. Runners at second and third now with 1 out.
Now, it's going to be ruled a ground rule double, so that will score Scholl from second base.
Yep, Scholl comes in now. Well struck ball there to right center. And it's a 5-2 lead now for Tennessee.
That ball had a jolt in it. I didn't think he was going to carry that far, but it just kept going. And you saw Reese Chapman didn't take the best of angles towards it. We're talking about Oklahoma State needing base runners, and they've produced a couple this inning.
Just kind of chipping away at the deficit here. Still only one out in the 8th inning. This is Nolan Schubert. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Walked back in the 1st inning.
And this is the part of the lineup for Oklahoma State that can really do some damage. See with first base open if they pitch around Schubert. I think you want to attack him here, though. You've got the 3-run lead. You put him on base. Now you got the tying run at the plate for Jason Jones.
On that one by Schubert.
Franklin gave him a good pitch to hit.
And Schubert 0 for 2 today. Still has that average at .407 to start this young season.
They're going to eat that cutter, so 3-1 count now. I think you got to give Schubert something to hit here. You got to attack him.
And you got Jones, the cleanup guy, on deck, ready to jump in there with 1 out. Well struck, well fouled though, right side.
Every time Franklin took a little bit off that cutter, and Schubert way out in front.
Full count now on Nolan Schubert. All these battles. Big arm on the mound. You got a big bat there in the box. Now ball right side. Gifted play there. Out is made. Second out here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, great placement there on the Tennessee defense. And Keelan pulled way over deep, almost playing Rover in right field, and almost hit hard off the bat of Schubert. Keelan been playing where he's supposed to. That ball would have gotten through. And 7 or 8 steps into the outfield. Well placed.
Puts it on over there to Andrew Fisher. So Jason Jones. RBI situation here. Oklahoma State 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position here tonight. Not good either for Tennessee. They're 0 for 8 in this contest.
Give Colin Briggerman a chance. If you're Jason Jones, you got to be thinking, why don't we get on the bag? Briggerman swinging a hot bat tonight. Sure would like to have him with a chance to tie this game up.
Mentioned Oklahoma State 0 for 5. They're actually 1 for 7 now. 0 for 8 for Tennessee.
Yeah, LaSalle broke that up with the double.
Yep. Opportunity here for Jones. Swing and miss. Another strikeout. That is strikeout number 16 now by Tennessee pitching.
Yeah, outstanding. Outstanding arms. Big time pitch from Tanner Franklin to end this inning.
Oklahoma State is more than a university. We are a promise. A promise to inspire, to demand more from ourselves, and be leaders on a global scale. A promise to create to solve the world's most complex problems and to give back to our communities. At OSU, we are a promise to forever be loyal and true. Here at the nation's premier land-grant university, orange is the answer.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. People who create connections, push boundaries, do the research that changes lives. We've got world-class academics and championship athletics. To be the best, you gotta learn from the best. And if you wanna lead, you gotta light the way. We've got what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
Sports Talk 790 AM. Home of your Rockets.
What a comeback!
Astros.
That ball is gone.
And Houston's best first take.
The Sean Salisbury Show.
Middays. The Matt Thomas Show with Ross keeps you locked on local.
Love our sports teams. We have passion.
And the best afternoon team talking your teams.
Hey, it's Adam Clanton. This is Adam Wexler.
The A-Team. Houston's Sports Talk 790.
I'm a Houstonian through and through.
5-2 lead for Tennessee as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Daikin Park in Houston. Turned out by the fans here today. Good turnout game 1 as well. Tonight it will be Arizona and Texas A&M. I expect to see plenty of maroon in the crowd tonight. Some Aggie fans have already made their way in. I'm noticing behind Oklahoma State's dugout. They're starting to trickle in here.
Perfect night for baseball. We should see some fan support for #1 ranked Texas A&M Aggies tonight.
Absolutely looking to get back on track. They've a couple of rare home losses there in College Station. I mentioned earlier they've been dealing with some injuries as well. Jay Abernathy leads it off for Tennessee here in the 8th inning. Abernathy is 0 for 3 in the contest. A couple of strikeouts. Still hitting .368 on the year. Not many weak links at all in this lineup.
Now,
tough outs across the board.
Yep. What a job Stormy Rhodes has done. He's kept Oklahoma State in the game. He can get up 2 runs, but he's not issued any free passes. Oklahoma State is kind of clawed back a couple of runs here. They're against a 3-run deficit. Tennessee looking for some insurance this inning.
Two pitch. Fouled off by Abernathy. After Abernathy goes back to the top of the order, Dean Curley on deck right now for Tennessee. He'll be followed by Gavin Keelan.
Rhodes has done a good job of mixing pitches up and keeping these hitters off balance.
Ground ball out. Braden Smith over to Brigham, out #1 here in the 8th inning. Well, Dean Curley had that home run in the 4th inning. Had a couple of strikeouts and a ground out, so he's 1 for 4. Between he and Gavin Keelan, 3 home runs combined at the top of the order for Tennessee today.
Yeah, you talk to Tony Vitello, he'll tell you those are 2 of the more consistent hitters that he's ever coached. He said just handle the bat well. They're good contact hitters, but they also have a lot of pop. He says they rarely give up an at-bat.
The 0-1 outside, evens the count 1-1. Tennessee scored in the 1st and 3rd, added 2 more in the 4th inning, 1 in the 6th for their scoring. All of Oklahoma State's scoring has come in the previous 2 innings.
Prior to the game on Tuesday against North Alabama. That's a 2-run win for Tennessee. I mean, they've had just blowouts across the board, so always interesting to see how your team responds, you know, in a close game.
Yep.
Things start to get tight. And how do your hitters swing it? And how do your pitchers throw it?
Outside, full count now on Dean Curley. Gabe Davis and Stormy Rhodes, the only Oklahoma State pitchers today. Tennessee's used 3. Ian Doyle started for Volunteers. Just over 4 innings, 90-pitch outing for Doyle. Dylan Loy came in after Doyle, followed by Tanner Franklin.
Some action down in that Tennessee bullpen. Maybe Snead.
Ball center field. That's going to hold up out there for Garrett Scholl. Out number 2 here in the 8th.
Doing well off the bat of Curley and went down and got that one. That ball was down in the zone and kind of a golf shot out to right center. It's been a pretty good ride.
Two outs here in the 8th. Gavin Keelan at the plate. What a day he's had to begin this weekend in the Astros Foundation College Classic. 3 for 4. A single, 2 solo home runs. First 2 at-bats were the home runs in the first and third innings. Belted one to right field, and then the third out there left of the Crawford boxes.
He's liking Dyken Field so far.
He'll pop up in the infield. Miola underneath that one, and that'll do it for the 8th inning. It's a 5-2 lead for Tennessee.
New Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. For $5, go classic. For $7, go lavish. For $9, discover something new. Eat Lux your way. New Lux Cravings boxes only at Taco Bell.
Houston, are you ready to dance? Finding the rhythm and feeling that groove. From baseline to baseline.
There you go. Down the baseline.
With every fast break.
2-on-1, Tari.
Every duet.
Oh, that is fun basketball.
And every jam. This band is creating an all-new beat.
The excitement. The emotion. The passion. Epic highlights. Inspirational stories. Unrivaled coverage. This is H-Town High School Sports with Todd Freed.
See it all right here on Space City Home Network.
Catch Rockets All Access, your backstage pass to the team all season long. Rockets All Access. New episodes every Thursday on Space City Home Network.
It's the Rockets and the Kings. Tomorrow at 6:30 on Space City Home Network.
Top of the 9th inning here at Dyken Park. Final at bat for the Cowboys trying to get back into this contest against Tennessee. We got a pitching change, Pat, for the Volunteers.
Yeah, take a look at Nate Snead, who Tony Vitello said the plan for him was to potentially start him on Sunday unless they needed him to come in and close. Well, obviously, with only a 3-run lead here against Oklahoma State in the 9th inning, they like him in that closer role. See the stats, outstanding so far this season. 9-2 strikeout to walk ratio, and one of those power arms. Yet another power arm. We get tired of saying that with Tennessee, but yeah, he'll sit mid-90s. He's touched 97 and passed. He's registered triple digits with the fastball, and when he gets into the closing role, he tends to dial it up a notch. So we'll see what that looks like. But power slider as well. Fastball slider combination for Snead.
All right, Cowboys down to their last 3 outs, down 3 runs, 2 runs, 6 hits for Oklahoma State, 5 runs, 10 hits for Tennessee. Colin Brigham will lead it off for OSU. Brigham takes a called strike.
99 at the kneecaps.
Great day at the plate for Brigham. How about that?
Yeah,
3 for 3 today.
Needs that triple.
Ground ball, second base. Cleanly fielded by Keelan over to Fisher. Quick out number 1 here in the ninth.
Yep. He's going to challenge these hitters with that fastball. See if they can catch up with it.
Aiden Miola now at the plate. Trying to get something going here for the Cowboys. He's 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a ground out. There's a ground ball to third. Fielded by Marin over to first base. Fisher couldn't bring it in. And Miola's safely on board at first.
Yeah, Marin had to come in to get it. Slow roller, and nice job of scooping it, but yeah, the throw was just a tad low, and Fisher could not squeeze it.
That was a tough play by Marin, kind of a between hop.
Yeah.
Fielded that cleanly.
They ruled that a hit.
Ian Doherty now with 1 out. Will be followed by Brock Thompson.
And they changed it to an error. It is an E5.
And the error goes against Manny Marin. Foul ball kind of close to us right there.
Yeah. Did not bring my glove. Good take by Doherty. Yeah, it's a tough slot to lay off of.
Yeah, that is, man. I'll tell you, that was close. 2-2 now. Yeah. Tennessee fans wanted that strike call. They didn't get it. Miola on first base with 1 out now. Cowboys down 3. Going on by Doherty. That's going to stay in the infield. Underneath that is Dean Curley.
We've seen about 4 or 5 99-mile-an-hour fastballs. We've not seen the triple-digit. That is some high heat.
There's actually Ariel Antigua who had checked in. He's now at shortstop for Tennessee. So Dean Curley out. Two outs now. Cowboys down to 1 final out, trying to keep this inning going. Aiden Miola on first base. Fly ball right field, that'll hold up. Maurice Chapman, he's underneath it. And that is the final out here in the 9th inning. And the Tennessee Volunteers open things up here at the Astros Foundation College Classic with a 5-2 victory, Pat.
Yeah, nice win by Tennessee. I mean, obviously the power early in the game was impressive. Keelan with the 2 home runs. Curley and Marin added to that, but big power and power arms as well. Big win for Tennessee.
Well, that's going to do it. Game 2 in the books. We've got more baseball, though, coming up as Arizona takes on Texas A&M. For our partner, Pat Combs, I'm Randy McElroy. That wraps up this broadcast. Again, the final score, Tennessee over Oklahoma State, 5-2 here at Daikin Park. Thanks for watching. Game 3 coming up. So long for now from Houston.
Whataburger, please Brent back the Monterey melt. Brent back. Okay, yeah. Message received. We're Brentfing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Brent it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brunched it all right. What a burger.
There's never been a better time to become a season ticket holder for the Houston Astros. The average season ticket holder enjoys 45% savings over single game ticket prices, plus significant savings at the team store with exclusive season ticket holder